got a
Yeah,
disc
'cause
changer, April.
It's just not working for me.
Oh, it's the larger map. Yeah, that's why. We're going all the way down to that corner there,
Yeah.
essentially.
That's why if we could get the large map to work. Like, it worked for Linden, which is the part that really got me. But now he's got this new fancy computer.
Yep. Gotta bring him down a couple notches. Wait till he crashes a few times.
Yeah.
Can't keep him up.
I said,
to
hey,
push him
you
back
finally
down.
made it into the game. Let me immediately try and crash you. Someone rotated my cock. Leave it alone.
Not many people would be willing to rotate your cock, not gonna lie. Anyways, shall we get
Think for
started?
yourself.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Mac is going to join us.
Is that because Mac actually isn't coming?
I have no idea.
Like an hour late. He could have very well just forgot.
Ooh.
You never know with that guy.
Oh, wasn't he starting work again?
I think. Usually they're not this late.
No, not normally. It says he hasn't been on Facebook for the last 12 hours, which is very unlike Mac. In a moment, yeah.
I need to look at a Hyundai Santa Fe.
Well, good for you, but we're trying to contact Mac. So, calm down.
Why hasn't she used her own phone to do it?
attention to me anymore. It's all about TNT. Yeah. April's
Excuse
an
you?
awesome person. I just love making fun of her. It's fun. Especially when it's in the call and it's always one-sided because she can never hear it because Gimpers doesn't let her.
She couldn't handle you guys.
Why are you?
I don't know, probably because I just told you I was about to call Mac. That's why I couldn't give you my phone.
Yeah, you daft cunt.
Mac's name on my phone is literally the worst girlfriend.
The customer you are calling is unavailable.
The Mac is dead. Let's just accept and
He
mourn.
didn't hang up on me.
It's
It
possible.
outrang. Also, I think he's at work. Here you go.
Well,
Well, I guess we're playing without him.
okay.
At least for a while. What?
We gain one, we lose two. That's how it goes.
I guess.
Well, we got
Just
Lyndon back.
Walk over there.
And now we lose Connor
Do
and
it, please, thank you.
and Mac.
Mac, yeah.
Keep walking. Thank you. Love you, kid. Bye. Alright, so when last we left our heroes, what happened?
We
Some
beat up the
meat-eaters.
beast, and then Jeff gave the kids away to Narth. Like, a terrible businessman.
Essentially, because no one else was, offering any other ideas, so.
So we
Alright.
give him to the demon.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Demon's a bit of a strong term.
Nah, it's really not.
At least it puts you in his
IMO.
good book, as opposed to Narth, who really doesn't care about us.
Norse cares plenty, okay?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we were going to head off for Desert Land so we could, see if we can't find that master. Or Purvis.
Yeah. I'm sure he's here paying attention and not in the middle of playing Civ 5 though.
Hey, Lyndon.
I'm doing both.
Oh, okay.
Roll a perception check for me, Lyndon.
Okay. I'll only do it if Sandy asks me.
Well, where's your perception check, boy?
It is right. I gotta get used to not having someone do it for me. There it is.
That was a good 20 seconds. Now,
It's good to
you
be
had your
back,
game,
boys.
Pay attention.
I immediately rolled a 1.
I told him to roll an attack roll. The first thing I saw him when he got on, he rolled like a 7. So we're good.
Yeah.
That was with his bonus of +5.
Oof.
He rolled the same I did earlier.
Excellent.
With the Sacred Stone Monk. Huh. I wonder what you're prepped for.
Definitely not. Mac missed your last call, but is active now. I don't know, but you have my phone, and Mac apparently is active now. Just send him a message and ask if he's coming to D&D or not. Or just hand me the phone. That works too.
So, is there anything you want to do in the town before we leave? Any other supplies you guys want to pick up, or anything to panic about?
There's no magic enchanter here, so I don't really need anything.
That's not what the thing says.
You need a magic enchanter?
Yeah, I'd like to enchant my scythe. Please,
It says 8
So
till
always
9
run down to Waterdeep.
a.m.
Here.
Okay.
I'll just stay out of the city.
I thought it was p.m. I'm sorry.
it's out of the way
I
though,
was
so
trying to be a
I don't
dick.
really need to rush there.
Where are we meeting?
Guess we'll live then. In a few.
He is back at work.
Oh, he's working now? Does this mean that Rock is gonna disappear because he's never gonna be here again?
He's gonna
No,
get,
he's just working at a far south thing.
welcome
He's not even
aboard.
coming home tonight. He's going to a hotel or something. They don't have service on the site. Is his excuse at least.
I feel like he could be trying harder to be here right now. He could be on his phone.
Yeah.
Nice sword bard.
Thanks. Try.
If there's
I've got
nothing
a
else that
magic
any of us
sword.
need, then I guess we can go.
Both those are not important. Folks.
Can I pick up 2 regular rapiers before we leave?
You scared me?
Why do you need 2?
Well, mainly
You
to
dual
put them in my
hands.
hilts, because I can make my pack weapons appear from nowhere.
Okay, but a rapier is still a 2-handed weapon generally.
No, it's not. Nice weapon.
Yeah.
Rapier is
I
a
guess.
one-handed weapon.
Mainly just picking up 2 so I can put them in my hilts.
Yeah, it's probably gonna
'Cause I
cost
can
you like 50 gold. That's me trying to help Gimper while he panics and crashes our games. Quite literally.
No, man. This isn't me.
Didn't close the map on us.
No.
Up, snapshot size does not match the base. Oh, this is starting again. I'm gonna crash soon. I have that feeling whatever you just tried to share, not work. Whatever you have shared is not working.
Yeah, mine's having a stroke as well by the looks of it.
Thanks, Gimper.
So,
No problem, man.
so they're 25 gold a piece, it says on the item list. So can I just mark off 50 for 2
Sure.
of them? Okay.
Unless you want to try and barter. But we know how well that happens in the other game.
I actually have a 20 charisma though, not a 9.
Doesn't mean that you're gonna be good at it.
It means that I'll be better. But I'll just pay the 50. I don't care.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case.
So,
Alright. Fun with that, I guess. There's nothing else. You guys are off. Ta-da. What is the actual route? Or are you just letting Nilsa guide?
Well, I mean, we could head just straight there unless we want to stop in Gransby for some random reason, but
Nah, straight there sounds good.
Like,
Alright,
if
so
we
do you
can-
want to go across the moor or around?
whatever you just tried to do, you're breaking my game.
I
Lord
feel I've
Coast
done
map high res .jpg to cache.
That's the same image as before, so.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
unable to save it to cache and has crashed my game or is about to crash my game.
Max reading memes. He could easily be in this call.
If you could unshare that map.
I'll be back in a little bit. Could go eat food.
Might help. Yeah, I can.
How do you
Yeah, I'm
turn
trying to
off
close
again?
my game because it's broken now. Feels bad.
Well, I unshared it now, just for you.
Thank you. 23rd. Sunday. Why? Oh, yeah. Oh, if I can plug it in. If I can plug it in. Sometimes.
Can you open the Crypt Garden map?
I have to get my game to work. I just closed it.
Okay. Just said that you lost your connection. Now it's waiting for you to reconnect.
Let me know when it fully disconnects. Am I disconnected now?
Not fully, no.
Not
I
fully?
could
No.
try and kick you.
Yeah, do that so I can join back in. Without it breaking.
Um. There, you're good.
Okay. You did? Fucking suck. Yeah, it's good. But how do you spell Wednesday? Spelling a lot of things for a good majority of your life. Unallocation, unable to save thumbnail.png to cache. I have to restart my cache again for that to not break. Apparently.
Okay, 1 minute.
Snapshot size 00 is not match base size 736 607. Thumbnail.png. Right now, nothing is freezing my game and crashing it, so I think we're okay. If we want to just continue.
Thank you.
You know that nice non-laggy dice rolls that we had for about a day?
Yeah, and then I started trying to load things for you.
Yeah. Because I can't roll anymore. Are you actually loading things for me right now? Is that why it's breaking?
Yep.
Okay.
What are you all loading? Better be good.
As good as at 17, boy. Man, it was so shocking that he almost died.
Well, I'm not dead.
That's why I said almost.
Past midnight. So technically Thursday.
How's that loading going?
What?
Oh, how's it going?
I don't know what you're loading. My dice are still laggy, but...
One of the boys is you, Prince Pooh. Now that you've completed your training, search out Ness at once. For all beings, for the Earth herself, I pray for growth in the might of the Four. Pooh's level is now 16.
Okay. Not dying nearly as hard.
That was whatever you're loading.
Presumably okay.
Rolling to see how it's... Dice are. TLDR are still laggy.
Alright. Okay. Feel like I'm not dying nearly as hard anymore. So we're gonna try this again. Last we left our heroes, shit went down. This episode, they're leaving town.
Yeah.
And you guys should have 11 hit dice now? 11 or 10?
Total 11 or 10, yes.
Meaning that you guys can use up to 5 each. per
Yeah.
day? Okay. So then my question is... Chart. I believe it's 75 a day you can move. I am unsure. 5 is 7 hexes, so 70. Okay. 1. $35. Assuming you leave in the morning, bright and early.
Yeah.
Then yeah. You guys make it 70 in one day. But who's running the ship?
Like inside?
Yeah.
Why not our handy dandy friend named Rock that
Any objections
good.
from Raw?
he is our Rock.
I don't hear any. For the record, Lyndon, this is how we played you as well.
Ezio as our ship tool. Oh.
That doesn't work. Need to actually just roll it.
Yep.
25. Damn it. Boom. That's 5 hit dice used. You guys made it that far. Anyone keeping guard for night, or you assume that in a floating ship you're probably okay?
That one person.
I go with
We can.
that. We're probably okay. That's my mentality.
We should probably trade off just in case, though. At least have one person up.
I guess we have a
the
volunteer.
earpiece. Here, I'll keep a watch.
Alright. So,
What's my
perception
true
check.
side at now?
True sight at this point would be,
It was 80. So.
yeah, thinking probably about 100. Yeah. By the time we finish this trip, it would be 100. So it's kind of that middle stage.
I'll put it at 100 for now.
Excellent.
Okay, is one perception check from me, I'm guessing?
Yes, please.
Solid 5.
Nice. You don't see anything happen during the night.
Cool.
At least not within 120, 100 feet of you.
Sounds good to me.
Alright. This morning you wake up. Who's next?
Probably wake up Rebranov. He seems responsible enough to keep watch.
Wow. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll do it.
Alright. Perception check?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay.
Oh,
21.
Alright.
do I see anything along the 6-mile radius again, or?
No. You see distinctly nothing.
Ah,
Nice.
Not even that you see nothing distinctly.
that's good, I guess.
Yeah. Slow moving river deep beneath you.
After
How's that?
after this watch, the elves would be waking up normally. Or
Excellent.
naturally.
One of them gets to watch.
Well, for the sake of me being here, Aloon will do it. Wow, I am on fire.
Put yourself out. Anyways, happen? Of course not. All right. Wake up next day. Good to go.
Onward. Brock would have healed as well, wouldn't he?
No.
You can't be on the
Does.
ship.
Thought it was 8 hours while not in the hole.
Not within the like he for the next day is at the lower amount, and then
I don't think that's
That's
how
how
we've
we
been playing
did
it
it
up
to
to
this
this point, but
point.
okay.
isn't that how we did it?
I thought
Because
it was
everyone
8
was,
hours
there was
outside
always
of the
one
hole.
person who was lower, and they'd be lower for the evening, and then the next day.
I'll be honest, I always weaseled my way out of it somehow.
Because, like, when we were traveling to Gransby, Alun would have healed after the night because she spent the night out on the deck.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. All right, so he's healed. Okay.
Well, we can use them again.
There was a reason that you couldn't do it twice in like 2 days in a row.
Oh, that's fine. Someone else can do it. Who wants to do it?
I think it had to do with the
Oh, I
hit dice
think,
regeneration.
I think Grot wants to go.
Yeah, I think Gra is a good candidate.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't hear any objection.
All right. So, yeah, I guess Grot can go as 5. Yeah.
Oof. Not half his health, though. We're fine.
You guys go.
How many days of travel do we have like this?
Let's find out. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like 9 days if you're going to Darkhold, or like 11 if you're going right to the area that it's at.
Darkhold, or whatever you just said, is the town nearby.
It's a larger town nearby, yeah.
Why don't we... Well, how far away is it from that town to the area we think the monk is at?
At that speed, a little over 2 days travel.
Are there any smaller towns closer to the monk?
History check.
Wow, I'm on a roll today.
Yeah, that's kind of brutal. Is there anything else you give me anything about it? Actually, yeah. What did you learn about libraries at the Prince's place?
Well, I mean, I've learned somewhere, I don't remember what it was from exactly, that there was a library nearby with, the brother or some family of the monk owning the library.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. So you know that place is quite nearby to where you think the monk is. So that's probably your best bet. So you can set a trip for there. Kinda just right around where it actually says the High Moors. Of course you cannot see this map, but you know, slowly.
Okay.
I could try it one more time.
Nope.
But
Don't worry about it. We're fine.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, do you guys want to head to that library town so we can kind of make it to the monk shortly after without having to fly everywhere?
Sure.
Alrighty.
And Lyndon's the one who really wants to see the monk. I don't know why he's not putting the output.
Hey,
Yeah,
Lyndon.
Lyndon. Why would that be?
Lyndon.
Wow.
Lyndon.
May have lost the boys. Maybe he
It's
doesn't
just
know if
really
he's
bad.
muted.
It's just you and me.
I mean, I'm
Oh,
here.
in that case, I'm sure that Charles would love to run the boat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I feel like that's a terrible idea.
Oh,
You couldn't.
you-
Hello?
Hello, hi.
Oh, okay.
You
You don't have
could-
to answer your
I
phone
was
then.
I was here. I was talking.
We were literally talking to you the entire time, and you didn't say anything, so.
No, I know. You said hello, and I kept responding, and I thought you guys were just being dicks. No, I see. No, I'm here.
No, I haven't heard from you in like 10 minutes ish.
Wait, literally,
At
get off
least-
Civ. This is literally your session.
I've been throwing out comments here and there. Damn.
Yeah,
okay.
no, it's been completely silent since I last
Oh.
talked to you.
Okay. Continue.
Anyways. So, what were we getting his attention for again?
Just get his input on the plan of going to the town near
Yeah, we're gonna
the place.
stop at the library or whatever before we see the monk.
That's like
It's
a family,
Kind of the same town.
family
so, you know.
member of the monk that runs the library there. We can probably get some information on him.
Then let's do that.
Any excuse?
Let's
Alright.
go.
Put some good Indiana Jones music for this.
Why do we need Indiana Jones music?
There's more
For
than
the
one music
line
for
slowly
Indiana
going
Jones?
across.
Also, I still don't have a map because it kind of broke my game.
Yeah, no one does at the moment. Don't worry about it.
Give it a try.
Oh, it's gonna break again.
No.
I already broke it once. I want to reload.
It doesn't work. I have it set up that I can immediately kill it. So it says it's fully loaded for you guys. So whatever that means.
Try it, I guess.
But my game's still fine, just don't have the map. I'll be fine with it.
It's loaded and it's gray.
Okay, I got a square of it.
I don't
I
even
got
have
gray
that.
with a line, so the line's there.
I keep like, apparently I'm rotating it somehow.
I've got the unicorn run to the Serpent Hills,
I have that.
and then it's gray around it. How do I have that?
I said I don't even have that.
Oh, that's not.
I have nothing.
Same. April, are you playing sad air horns over there for some other reason? Well, Lyndon, I guess you can describe things as they happen. A sudden change of events. Alright, so we had Rock, Grot. Nilsa's gonna take a turn for day 3.
Oof.
That's bad.
Not like that's much to her with her 105 health.
106. You have
106.
105.
Oh yeah. 505 rip.
Nope. One better than you.
It's because it's true. It doesn't mean you have to rub it in.
I am closing this map. It's not loading.
Alright. I guess the real question is, it's gonna take you 12 days. Anything happen in 12 days? What's the chance of getting 7 numbers in a row above 60?
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not great at estimation stuff like that.
Probably fairly low.
Oh. Oh, that's exciting. 10. Put you at 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 6.
What are we doing, my dude? Oh, so you're a dragon attacking you. Woo!
8.
I didn't get that at all.
Ah, my game froze. Back, whatever you did, Kimper.
I literally did nothing, man. I'm making arrows on a map.
That is doing something. Quite literally doing
I'm
something.
breaking all our games on a map we don't own.
It's shared to us still, so. And preloaded for us still, so.
All right. Dun, 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 dun.
Game is frozen one.
So, flying along, having a good time. You are 10 days into your trip at this point. Rations are going just dandy. And a thing happens. So the question is, who's manning the ship?
Like driving?
Yeah, who's
This
at the
is
helm?
pretty much always driving. Who's in the helm, you're asking?
Yeah.
By that point, I'm sure Alun would have been willing to.
Alright. Sorry, I'm getting my ass kicked by this fucking jalapeno popper. Alright.
That's a jalapeno popper, it's not that.
I know, but like its physical temperature is hot, and it started to burn the roof of my mouth. Anyone who'd normally be milling about on the top deck, please give me a perception check.
How many rooms are in this?
I believe 5.
Alright, so Thera probably wouldn't be out in the top deck.
Or like, if we ever be able to see outside.
Oh, are
Slash
there
ground.
windows?
There's the hatch.
So no.
Yeah, no.
Alright, then Thera probably wouldn't be immediately outside.
Okay.
I'm sure Fervis would love to make a perception check because he's totally playing the game right now and not playing Civ 5. and listening to every word Gimper's saying.
It is possible he is listening and just can't hear him again. If that's true, then disconnect and reconnect, and they'll probably fix it.
I love how we have 20, 18, 19, 18, and now 8.
Neat. In that case, you guys know something down on the edge of a mountain. Sunset Mountains, for those who are curious.
Sounds nice.
Are these Sunset Mountains near the High Forest, or?
No, they're near the Reaching Woods. So give me a moment, and I'll even give you a photo.
Farther down south?
Much further south.
Yep.
I cried, babe, oh babe, oh look at me now.
Okay.
And what you see is a line of people. Enough that it catches your attention from way up in the air. Descending from the mountain, down and across the river, heading east.
Are there any religions of this area or Faerun that would require a great pilgrimage at any point in time of the year?
Do a religion check.
Actually, I wouldn't know this, but because I'm not outside.
Good
But
point.
19. Unless they wanted to relay it through the earpieces, but it's up to them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do a religion check. My guy's not very religious, you know.
I mean, can I do? Can't.
Cool.
I'm gonna do religion check. Oh. Wait, doesn't that go through? Oof.
Well, you need a 16, so good thing Grout was here.
Yeah.
Said everyone in unison.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have any religion.
But,
Very 15, not bad.
how new is this, I guess is the question.
I only roll 15s. And 1s, apparently.
Decent median.
Am I... Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, now.
Okay.
Would Connor, Connor rolled high enough. I don't know if it makes sense for him to know. Oh, wait. No, because he was reading those books. Yeah. Okay. So, this likely has something to do with the very man that you're going to go try and find.
Nice.
As he seemed to make some kind of pseudo-religion around himself for having all these special powers.
This guy sounds like me.
Except he's successful.
Oh,
You're talking to the current Master of Ravens.
Yeah, I am. I've been working with you for a while as the current Master of Ravens, and you've yet to make a religion about yourself.
That's just because we have a guy who will
It's good
kill
that you
me
know
for
the-
following for starting a religion.
yeah.
I mean, he's also now with 2 people that serve other deities that aren't his.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
and
now.
I'm glad I'm not one of them.
Eh.
Oh no. I don't like the sound of that.
Oh yeah, 3 because Samuel's here.
Bye bye.
You can't kill me. You can try.
Ice Cube doesn't last very long, my dude.
I mean, it lasts for a turn.
You know, it's a very tall ship, and
A shame if you fell off.
And you
It's
should,
fair.
I mean, I have fly as a spell, so.
well, Dang. The other guys don't though, so that's good.
So are we could go follow the people, or what are we doing about this?
Are you guys talking over the earpiece now, or still talking to yourselves?
Yeah, I would talk over the earpiece just so.
I mean, at that point, if there's a lot of people, at least we have a line to follow where the hell this guy is if we want to directly to him. But at the same time, if we learn a little bit more about him, it might give you a little bit of an advantage. Service. Learn more about the guy you have to fight. It has to be a one-on-one, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. The more you can learn, the more you'll probably be better off.
Yeah, sorry,
No.
when you guys couldn't hear me, I was saying how I agree that the library is a good idea.
You know you can get a new staff, but on the downside, you could also lose your staff, right?
They wouldn't lose it. At both.
Yeah, I would.
He gets beaten by a different master, then why would the other guy not get his
Oh,
staff?
no, yeah, if he loses, yes. I thought you were saying if he wins.
I
No.
never lose.
So, I
So,
guess we're just
can you make us a
continuing
promise
on.
real quick, Fervis?
No, but I can hear you out.
Okay. If
I think
by
that's the most truthful thing you've said in months to this group.
if by whatever means the worst
By any means
happens,
necessary.
just don't turn into Leben. Okay?
Mm,
No promise.
I promise.
So I guess we just continue on our path.
Fucking hell.
I promise absolutely that
Alright,
if I
as long
lose, I won't become depressed.
as you promise, because if not, I'll have to put
I'll
you
have
in a
to
bubble.
be upset.
I'll have to seal you back up, but then that won't be fun for you.
I'll have to go die over somewhere else and come back.
Die outside my vision.
It'd be too bad if I had to keep you in internal prison of a beta force.
That would almost
It would
defeat the
suck if
purpose.
you had to have your soul held inside of a small box.
That
Just
too.
for information later on.
Be a shame
The
if I
fact
had to
that
chop
all
off
of you
your arms
had a
and legs
different
pretty
way
big,
to do
so.
that really makes me uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, hey, just don't turn to Leben. We'll be fine.
It's okay. I'm not gonna
Come up
lose.
with a DM reason.
I can also just confuse you into, not doing anything or banish
In his
you.
confusion, he hit himself again and again and again. Oh no, it's still working. Alrighty. Something I need a message about, but other than that, we'll try and figure out what happens. Oh, there we go.
Man, Fervis, at least you're gonna have like a grand audience as well if all these people are heading there.
Man, when we show up in an airship and I walk out, motherfucker, I'm here
Is
to.
that true though?
Is it just gonna be a
You feel God
thwap on
in
your...
one?
Well, I mean, I hope so.
Are there any ingredients for anything that would help you be a little bit stronger for your fight?
Oh, like herbs and stuff? Like actual like plants and remedies that you could have?
To maybe help him prepare a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna get him stoned.
Yeah, pretty much. Come at me, yeah, man. Fucking turn into Caduce.
I mean,
Jeff,
the rules are
actually,
you just have to
well-
fight with your fists, right?
here,
Yes.
actually.
No,
Everyone
I
can
don't think
look
so.
if
I
you
can
want.
use my.
Well,
If you click on items-
vegetable matter lasts a day.
If you click on items and you go to the fantasy plant pendium, you can see all these different crazy plants that you can try.
What's it under?
items and then change the group to the fantasy plant compendium?
Yeah, we don't have that shared, so we can't get that.
What? You don't have the fantasy plant compendium?
No.
Oh, you're supposed to. Here you guys go.
So go and load the module, boys. Hope it doesn't crash.
Probably shouldn't. All just text.
It works for
so.
me. Okay, so there's plants, and they're all named plant. They're all blank.
Are you
Congrats.
Ah,
serious?
yes, man.
Oh,
favorite.
unidentified item in there as well. And then there's more plant. There are 7 pages of plant.
Oh,
Congrats,
don't be like this game. Can I
So
just mass identify them for you?
there's no rule saying you can't like upgrade your fists, like buff them with like necrotic damage or something, right?
That's just supposed to be a fight between you two, wasn't it? How did your fight with Libin work?
I believe I just had to be like he couldn't use any potions or anything during it, right?
I don't
Yes,
know.
it is.
Kemper?
Sorry, I was distracted by April trying to tell me about the freak song.
Yeah, we're asking you about how does the monk duels work? How do the monk duels work?
It's supposed to be underneath your own power.
What's that mean? Nos had forces as in friends and shit, right?
Like, if you can bring all of your own shit in. It's everything that you can against anything that they can. So if you have like monk weaponry, because you used your staff to fight against the other guy, even though it wasn't a monk weapon at that point. You know what I mean?
Right. That is true.
Is there anything about potions or anything?
It would probably be distasteful to do it like as you're staring the guy in the eye, down some potions and then fight him. But if it was like a lingering effect that lasted for however long, probably fine.
So if I magically buffed Lyndon's hands before the fight, it's a lingering effect. So
Depends how
Yeah, you'd
long it
probably be
lasts.
okay. As long as there's no like telltale sign.
This is pretty much would be cheating, but it's there.
it's an option open to you, Lyndon.
What I am not necessarily choosing nor refusing that.
Well,
Matthew.
this is
What-
completely
but
your
what would
option. Do you want to fight him on your own with your own power? Or do you want us to try to help you a little bit beforehand?
Or do you want to win?
Well, possible dishonor to you. But you'd probably win a little bit easier.
I think I got it. I gotta do this one. However, could you lie to me and make me feel like I'm gonna do better?
You want us just to psych you up, pretty much?
Like, oh man, I totally buffed up your hands. Oh, sweet. Look at how amazing I am, but it's not. No, you don't have to. I'm just.
I can do that.
I can buff your hands so you do radiant damage.
Or
Or what?
for a moment, if while we're talking about this, I would walk up to Fervus, kind of have him hold his hands out, like his fists out, and
Yeah.
for a moment, I would create some harmless tremors on the ground, focusing on him, and causing like some smoke to just start forming around his hands. And then at the last second, I would create a bang and have it all disperse. Like, there you go.
Excellent.
You are
Excellent.
you are buffed the best that anyone could do.
Oh,
Now we just have to do this once a day until the fight, so that I'm super buffed, right?
yeah.
And this guy is the master of, you said like scorpions or like spiders or something?
Like scorpions or some form of desert creature type thing.
Yeah, some kind of desert something.
I'm sure we'll learn a little bit more when we get to the library.
Maybe it's snakes.
Snakes
Yeah,
aren't
you're
a,
right. General
Spider
snake.
snake.
snakes aren't a creature, silly. They're demons.
Speaking of demons, I saw a spider as big as my thumb today.
Hey,
Who's
one of those are
fucking
underneath my freezer currently.
Excellent.
What
I'm
the
sure it'll
fuck?
wait till you're sleeping and then crawl down your throat.
Oh, probably. Or
didn't
probably already did, 'cause it
vacuum it
happened
up?
last night.
What about vacuuming?
So you didn't vacuum it up?
No.
Why do you? They don't die
But
when
I-
you do that.
No, but they get stuck there and they slowly, suffocate.
Or they just crawl out.
Crawl out.
No, mine's got a tube that's set up so it doesn't get back out.
I just smash them with a shoe.
Ugh, so gross.
How are you putting your shoe underneath your freezer?
No, that spider's under there until I see it again. I'm not touching my freezer. I'll go in it. I'm not gonna go under it. I'm not gonna hunt for it. As long as it doesn't touch me or bite me, as long as it's in a place that I can't see or care about, then I don't care. It can live there all at once. Probably a good rule of thumb to have. Anyways,
If I can't see it, touch it, or care about it, then I don't care. Okay.
can't see it. It doesn't exist.
It's a good mentality to have.
But and then doing his sendings down. But no, it would mainly be Lyndon. Once we get there, we can learn a little bit more about what he is and his powers, and then try to go for it then.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Just don't let on that you're gonna go challenge him to his family member, 'cause it's probably not gonna be the best idea.
Okay, so when we get there and I kick down the door and say, "What can you tell me about your bitch ass brother before I kick his ass?"
I think
I
that would go
shouldn't
well.
do
You should
that.
try that. You should try that. It might go well.
I mean, as long as you win the fight, doesn't matter if they smack talk his cousin.
This is true.
Lyndon, do you have any gear that needs to be repaired or anything? 'Cause I can repair it with mending. Any weapons?
I don't think so. My only weapons are like my quarterstaff and my bow, both of
Ah.
which are fine.
Oh, that might be a thing. You might need what? Alright, so what abilities do you have as the Master of Ravens? Because you don't really use them that often, besides your helicopter kick.
My quarterstaff gives me a bonus when I hit criticals. When I jump, I can like float, not like levitate, but like float down.
Low fall, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that was
I think that's it at your current monk level.
yeah.
And what about your staff though? Like your Master of Ravens ability.
My staff, like I get if I roll a 20, I get extra damage on my crit.
That's all the Master of Ravens staff does? Like,
You
couldn't
do
you
the
like turn
helicopter
into a
kick.
crow or something like that?
And I can helicopter kick.
No, he cannot turn into a crow yet.
Okay. Well. Look,
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
I mean,
Your extra abilities are kind of come in if you ever fucking fought another monk master. Ugh.
this is kind of what we're here for.
Exactly.
Oh, also, speaking of important inventory, you can't mend my double belts. I don't think. I don't think anything will come of that.
I can mend them, but I can't repair magical property.
Nothing's really wrong with them.
What happened to your double belts?
Oh, nothing. I'm just. That's literally. Basically, those two things are the only pieces of equipment that I have used.
What about your
because-
pants?
And you got those ruined gloves.
Are you just in like assless chaps?
I'm in like, yeah, basically.
Power bottoms.
They're
That
at
would've been called
most
that.
short shorts.
Nice. Okay. Well,
I do have those gloves, don't I?
Yeah.
That's what I said, yeah.
Yeah.
You even got it
I don't really-
repaired earlier.
no, he didn't. He
Yeah.
had
New
a
set
copy
made.
of them, and he was He was going to try to get them transferred over.
Ah.
Gimper, is there a way I can try to repair those gloves to where they're usable?
The ruined gloves.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think
they
we
just
said
become
the
ruined gloves.
they're the ruined gloves.
So you want to repair the one glove to make one regular ruined glove?
No, I was going to try to repair the physical properties of it so it doesn't just crumble in his hands. Is that possible? Without losing the enchant?
Yeah, you can try.
Well, you still have the new version, so why don't we just wait until you can get it copied over? Purvis.
Oh, sorry. What was that?
I said, do you want me to try to repair it, or do you want to wait until you can get it transferred over?
It's an Arcana check for what it's worth.
Sure, you can give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, goes away.
All right, so I want a dexterity check and then an Arcana check.
Oh, I'm really good at dexterity checks. I'm real good at dexterity checks.
I thought you said you were good at dexterity checks earlier.
No, I was being completely fucking sarcastic. I suck at dexterity on Therai. I rolled a
Yeah.
35, so...
Yeah, this is true. All right, so yeah, your 9 increased the DC, but don't worry, you still fucking blew past it. So
Cool.
Very gingerly and taking a surprising amount of time, you slowly work to essentially reform some of the missing bits and attach other pieces in ways that make the glove again. And it takes the better part of a day, but you do manage to mostly restore this rune glove.
Do we, have we ever identified it?
It's a glove.
Yeah.
Well, it was magical.
Yeah.
That's what, how we ever
I don't think
identified it.
officially it's ever been identified, and I think he only wore it long enough to do the one thing with it once, and
With
then
Threw it down a
with
hallway
the
when
day
he
of
missed.
me working on it and focusing on it, would that be able to identify it, or should I cast identify?
probably interacting with it for that amount of time, you're fine. It was an entire day.
Yeah.
For all we know, it's the glove of bad luck.
It's a glove that gives you acid and poison resistance.
Wow.
It's not that bad, actually.
No, it's actually
Yeah.
pretty fucking
Specifically
good.
the poison one.
That's what
I
this
think
glove
I get-
does.
I'm poison proof anyway.
Oh, not acid proof.
That's true.
Acid's just a different form of poison, right?
Is there any other effects on it?
Is there? Let's see. No, there is not.
Okay. Well, after repairing it, I'd go back to him and was like, well, you're resistant to poison, which doesn't help because you're kind of already a poison-proof person, but also resistant to acid with this. And it should be used. Is it usable now?
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's usable. So if you want to
And
use
I
it? Here you
don't-
go.
Will me using that? Right, because I won't take a defensive bonus, and then I can still use my unarmored, or my unarmored and
Correct.
my unhanded.
Yeah, it's not armor. It's a glove.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll wear it.
The only thing it could possibly help you with is if there is like a check for fingerprints or some shit. It's like, oh, he was wearing a leather glove
Perfect.
on his one hand. He MJ'd his
I
way
was
in
about to
and
say,
out
we'll just
before
call
we
you
even saw
MJ.
what happened.
Damn it! You stole my joke.
So it'll work? In case he,
Hey,
in case this scorpion is acidic?
yeah, much.
Oh, baby. The more I visualize my character, the more it hurts my brain.
What do you mean this pretty much naked dwarf walking around now with one leather glove on, looking
And
kind
his
of
double
And
weird
his
belt.
with
suspenders,
double belts,
his
yeah.
double belts, don't forget.
Exactly. It's like, oh man, that's who you want to have friends with walking down the street.
This guy is about to challenge a monk master who has honed
Exactly.
his craft for years and years.
Alright,
Well,
so as you continue approaching, it is a full another day's worth of travel towards your destination. You start seeing more people. Normally in groups of about 30 to 40 walking in a line. And they all seem to be heading in the same direction that you guys are.
Well, at least we know we're going the right way. Do I see it now?
Presumably, yes.
Well, they, I guess, would have told us.
Yeah.
Told me already.
By nightfall, you can see the torches far beneath you, slowly snaking their ways across the hillside.
And they really don't sleep, do they?
No, actually. From what you've seen so far, you haven't seen any of these groups pause.
You don't need to sleep when you're blinded by religion.
So then why do you sleep?
It's just, bitch, what? Saying something to me? Are you saying I'm not mad sick on the pipes?
That's what I'm saying.
Broke through my defenses.
Anyways,
Yeah, so that's going on. And so nightfall happens. You gotta figure out who's keeping watch, what periods. Please make those perception checks for me in order, and I will be right back in a
we could
second.
do Therai Rebernov again and then Aloon.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll go first. Please don't be shit. That's pretty shit. Go ahead and roll yours. Okay.
Whoa!
And then
I am
the
the king of the
second
night,
one.
apparently.
Alright, let's see. Alright. That's actually not bad watches. Yeah, assuming all goes well, you might, if he's dealing any form of acid damage or poison damage to you, you're going to be at
I
a
assume it'd be
decent.
poison.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like a snake, it makes sense. If it's a scorpion,
Snake or scorpion, even.
yeah, it makes sense. Poison. But at the same time, he might have to be careful of like being grappled. But even then, he's a grapple master, so being constricted in any way, if he can summon snakes, then you're kind of fucked as well.
Well, I don't know. He could be a bird. I guess Women's the raven, but he could be a vulture or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
Big desert birds.
I mean, I think the worst you have to fear is him having something up his sleeve that you're not able to deal with right away. But even then, like, As long as he's not like dealing 40 damage per hit, I'm sure you'll be okay. At least work around him. Do you have any basic resistance besides poison and acid now?
I'm just resistant to poison and disease.
Okay. You're on armor defense that gives you, right? What's your
Oh,
AC?
yeah. My AC is 17.
That's not too bad.
It's not the worst.
I mean, my guy's got an AC of 17 with no armor, but I got dragon scale, so
My AC is 13. That's why I panic in every single fight we go into.
There we go.
yeah, you're almost guaranteed to get hit if you fight anything close.
My AC is 14.
But,
If I rolled 14, my strength instead of, or my dex instead of strength, it would be 16. But
Yeah. But, I mean, if I had time, which I don't have time because I already, throughout this trip, I've been redoing my spells a little bit. If I had time, which I don't, I would have, like, maybe given you protection to energies, chosen something, after we learned. Depending on how long it lasted for. But, again, I'm not able to do that. Ritual, but I don't think so. Actually, wait, how long does this last? 1 hour.
That's what mine does too.
Alun can help you. When we get to the library, and right before you go to fight, as long as there's no telltales about protection from energy being on you, we can give you resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder for an hour.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
could you also do or can you only have one effect on a person? Because as long as the fight doesn't last more than 20 minutes, you could technically, because casting time, if it's 10 minutes for the casting time, you could cast it 4 times as long as you can pick more than one.
It's concentration and it's one action casting time.
Ew.
So as long as Alun isn't fighting something, able to use that on you an hour before your fight, or right before your fight, so you have a long time before.
What was that spell you were using on him that you could do?
Protection from energy.
Yes, I also have that one.
Or
I
she
could pick
can,
a different element to do that too.
or she can give you long strider. If you want to double your movement, or sorry, increasing your movement speed by 10 feet.
I've returned. I apologize.
Yeah, we're just metagaming a little.
Okay.
We're talking about plans. Alun and Rebernov are thinking of giving him protection from energy in multiple ways, like in multiple elements for his fight, since it lasts an hour. How many times are you able to cast protection from energy?
Me?
Yeah.
3 times?
Okay, it's a 3rd level spell.
Yeah.
So, moral of the
You can cast
story
it
is,
twice.
on a 100-sided dice, you rolled a 2, and while it was your lowest roll, it wasn't by much. So, nothing happens during the night. Congratulations.
Good thing.
Yeah. You wake up the next morning, and you see, actually, perception checks from anyone who wants to check on the people far below.
God damn it. I can't roll today, apparently.
Actually, do I have that? I do. Who's the second one?
God.
Hey,
I
Lyndon, why don't you
apologize.
pay attention? Stop playing Civ. Like,
I'm not playing Civ.
yes, you are.
It's open. I'm sitting here.
Start listening,
Nobody really
bud.
does play Civ.
I can literally see him on Discord, and it says he's playing Civ.
Well, yeah, it's open. I'm not lying to you.
I forgot the Mac has a +6 to perception.
Yeah, if only
That's
he
actually-
actually
I'm
RP'd
sitting
at
here
all.
thinking
he
up
just did.
geography pickup lines. I'm sorry. I was.
Geography pickup lines. Are you on your Tinder account again?
I could rock your world.
That's geology, but I appreciate the effort.
I feel that we could lay down beside each other and become sedimentary. Like you could.
Oh.
That's
there's
also
a lot of-
geology.
Too
Geology's
bad.
rocks.
Too bad.
I had if you, it's good. Can you read a map? Because I got lost in your eyes.
Are you like trying a whole bunch of these on the same girl, or like?
Yeah.
How do you even work those into a conversation?
Oh, I just said one, and then she laughed, and then she said one back, and now I have to come up with.
Too bad I can't
Sorry.
cast investiture of necrosis on you. That's like my big boy spell that gives me my necrotic form essentially. It makes you immune to poison and necrotic damage. Any creatures that move within 5 feet of you for the first time and on a turn, or ends its turn takes 1d10 necrotic damage. You can use your action to create a line of necrotic energy 15 feet, 5 feet wide, extending the direction you choose. Each creature in the line must make a dex save, and creature take 4d8 necrotic damage. Failed save. That's just an action.
Here's one for you. If things go really bad, Nosa could come out and touch you on the shoulder, and it puts you into a catapletic state, which is indistinguishable from death. You know?
That sounds perfect.
But I think if Gimper, can you ask me, or can I ask you a question about protection from?
Sure.
Can two different casters put two different effects of the same spell on one person? So if a loon casts it on Purvis for acid, and then Rebernov casts it on Purvis for, say, fire or cold or something, would it give resistance to both of them?
I'm gonna say yes, based on the fact that it would be both of you expending a thing to do it.
Okay. And then another magic question for Therai. Are there any telltale signs that someone has protection from energy on them?
Not typically.
Well, what would
It
be
depends.
the
It depends on your source of it, and as long as you're doing it without, like, if you have time to like plan it out and you're not hurriedly casting it, should
No,
be
it'd
fine.
be like before we walk up on him, cast it, go in. He has an hour before it ends, as long as we
Yeah.
can keep up concentration.
Yeah, assuming you guys can keep up concentration, you're fine.
Anyways, I'm gonna go take out the trash while we finish our travels.
Excellent. So Samuel, Nilsa, Grot, Loon, and and Rock. You know, a lot of the people who are not actually playing or here. The people underneath you that have been walking, the lines are shorter, and you can see occasionally a body that has fallen, and the rest of the group continued walking without them.
Oof.
One hardcore pilgrimage.
It's like penguins.
Unless it's not natural.
Um,
I mean, it's a lot of people to force them to do something, but.
Gimper, is there? Assuming he would point it out, do you point it out?
Yeah.
Is there
Mhm.
any magic emanating from them? Like something of a charm spell?
Also,
It's going to
can
be
you hear
one
them
hell of an
chanting music?
Arcana check, but you could try one.
How far away are we?
You're like, what is your normal flying height? 600 feet? 500 feet?
I don't know where that. I didn't know where that high up, but okay.
That's how high you guys normally said you were traveling.
Oof.
No. You don't get any magic coming off them, but on the other hand, you might be too high.
Sorry, what Gimper?
You do not sense any magic coming off them, but on the other hand, you might just be too high.
Okay. I don't want to go down any lower because I don't want to startle them.
Neat.
I guess if we see a bunch of them there, it'll be pretty easy to tell.
Alright. Alright. So you continue on your trek. And so well. You guys, as you're approaching the edge of the high moor, see in front of you what appears to be a fairly flat area that gets really hilly, and then there's some kind of construct, and then the desert on beyond it.
What's the construct look like?
Appears a large square, or like a stepped pyramid shape.
Is that the people coming towards it? To it?
They are heading in that direction, yes.
So they're not there yet. We're ahead of them.
Yes. Although, as you've gotten to this point, you can see people coming from south now, not just from the west that you were coming. And in the hills, in the distance across the sand, you can make out a couple of people coming that direction as well.
Well, I think
They
we
do
found the
appear to
Mecca.
Yeah.
They do appear to be more or less heading towards this area.
Well,
Do we
if
still
this
see
is-
signs of them leaving people behind?
Yes. In fact, it has picked up pace from before. Before you'd see one or two, and now you'd see 3 or 4 all fallen. The rest
how
continuing.
far are we from the town?
Perception check.
We're right above it.
Well, just as bad as you, apparently.
Let me see it.
Alun can
Wow, we.
see. Alun and Nielsa can. And Grot. Lyndon, I apologize ahead of time. The fact that he just rolled an 18, 20, and 17. Also, you should roll perception and stop AFKing.
Maybe he'll get those
Damn.
all out of his system right now. Maybe.
Oh, what wasted potential.
So, anyone who rolled that they could see, I need a intelligence or wisdom, whatever your higher status.
What,
Check.
check? Everyone who rolled that was trying to see.
Everyone who rolled, who got a, like, a loon, and then the people who all got 20s.
Oh, well, intelligence and wisdom is 0 for her, so unless it's Dave.
No. It's a check.
Come on, the loon. Yeah, no. Yeah. Can we talk about these
Well-
rolls you're having right now?
Yeah, you guys wanna just bow down at this point, or
Like,
or
fuck.
just give up the staff ahead of time, or?
It'll be fine when we actually fight something. You'll roll as bad as I did when I was playing my monk.
For Lyndon, you need to make
That's a monk.
Lyndon,
Saying you roll as poorly
Do
when
I
I
make
play
wisdom or intelligence?
what's higher?
Up to you.
Whatever's higher you want to roll.
Definitely wisdom. Definitely wisdom.
Excellent. the hills that you come upon, leading up to what now is made out as a stepped temple of some sort, is is in a fairly strange pattern, and putting the pieces together, as my very intelligent friends have. It follows the basic layout of a small city.
Probably, and this is around the area where we thought it would be.
Yeah.
Guess we should probably head there then. Is there any safe places to land the ship out of sight?
Safe places to land, I would say. Not really, based on the idea of these guys coming from all different directions. You could go park it over by the mountain.
Well, that would be a lot of
'Cause
walking.
it's very
wouldn't it?
unlikely anything's going to be coming across the mountain.
Yeah, but how long of a walk is it from there to the city?
It would be probably a day and a half. Actually, wait. No, it would be about a day.
How much do you guys care about keeping the ship secret?
I say keep it secret. We don't want anyone stealing it.
Sure.
True.
Well, if
Or
we're
and
okay
if they
with
try to
walking-
steal it and fly it up and then die, then it's just up there.
Well, if we're
Or
walking for a
It
day, then we should.
crashes.
If we're okay with walking for a day, then we should probably do that.
I mean, worst case scenario, we can always leave somebody to watch the ship.
Yeah, but one person to defend against however many known bandits?
And you need at least 3 to be able to pilot it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't we just
Who's got
trust
the
that
key?
we can camouflage it well enough to go through? How long would it take a loon to put cover on the ship, given the natural landscape? And we're in the mountains, so that would also be one of her preferred land and messes.
I think he'd be able, like, if you want it really hidden, she could find somewhere to attack it, kind of, not in the mountains, but, like behind a small ridge or something. That makes it easier to hide. So, with careful instruction, she could guide you guys there.
I'd say we should go for that then.
Probably put about an extra few hours on your travel time, as far as getting out of the mountains at that point, but...
Is that alright with you guys? Well,
Yeah.
would it? Give me a second.
Yep.
Actually, hang on.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
I
At
don't
which
think
point, it
got
wouldn't
any-
matter.
What's his? Yeah, Natural Explorer, difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel.
Oh.
And I've
Excellent.
never lost in the mountains, so we're good.
Excellent. Alright. So yeah, no brainer. Go and park the ship. Hop out. Actually, you guys would have arrived right around your normal time to take watch. So I'm assuming you take watch and then go
Yeah,
Like,
night,
do the
in
whole night
morning,
thing.
Yeah.
go- Yeah.
Which in a natural ridge like this, there's probably not going to be a lot that's able to get to us.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do our last watch, I guess, and then start walking. And do we want to keep same order, or do we want to go different order to try to break the curse of our shitty perception checks?
I've been having good perception, I'll have you know.
True. I'll try it one more time, then we'll hope that you get a good one. Alright, I rolled the same thing I've been rolling. Go ahead and make yours.
Oh,
we jinxed it.
sad day.
I mean, I do have a
Last
+4 to my perception. Oh,
So
Well,
do
use
I
it.
on both my characters.
yes, but I'm saying I could watch instead of Rebernov.
Oh.
Where's Smoky Eyes when we need him?
Well.
I like how Smoky Eyes refers to one character, but also entirely to another character.
Quite literally. Well, given our 13, 9, and 10, anything happened.
Does anything happen during the night?
Our ship is gone in the morning. We're all dead.
Ship just fucking ports out.
Or we accidentally went into a dragon's lair. We're all dead.
threat chances are fucking incredibly low. So great. Good
Oh,
job.
we're fine. This is a safe area to rest.
This is the second threat chance, so you guys got a 2-1
Oof.
of
Well.
this session. Like what?
I mean, at least, yeah. Good thing you've been rolling well on everything else.
You know, guys,
Yeah.
now that I think of this is probably the most peaceful trip we've ever made. Ever.
Yeah, no joke. You guys have been gone for more than a 10-day, and you didn't even fucking encounter anything.
Yeah. And the last time we encountered a giant air spirit thing and a bear that turned into the air spirit. Time before that, we, what did we end up fighting? Fucking went to Waterdeep
wisp.
and I got kidnapped. And wisps, yeah. Before we went to Waterdeep. Even flying on our brooms, we ran into more shit. Oh.
Disappointed I had things planned that you could fight. They're gonna be so cool.
Should we head out?
Yeah.
Balloon will lead the way.
Excellent.
Keep up, slowpokes. We have time to make up.
Nah, I'm not in no rush.
As he kind of floats by.
It's more getting there, like, before nightfall.
I'll give you a zoomed in photo.
Are we walking there, or
Yeah, we have to.
couldn't we just ride our brooms?
Enough rooms.
Only you, Fervis, Nielsa, and Grot have
Grot.
one. I lost mine because it was left in Waterdeep.
I don't understand why you said that. I think Matthew's point still stands. Bye.
50% can fly.
Yeah.
There,
Just
yeah.
cast hold person as he tries to fly away.
Pull a person him onto the broom. Flies away faster.
Oh. That'd be like the worst case of rug burn ever.
I mean, if you guys really
Alright.
want to fly there, you can, but we'll be walking.
Nah, I'll walk with the slow people.
Float.
Alright.
Don't really walk.
But I still fly, actually, because I got wings.
Must be one hell of a workout to fly literally everywhere you go.
I'm
You
swole.
should see the size of his pecs.
I go all strength.
All strength, no length.
Yep.
All strength, no length. That's it. Alright. So you guys are walking along, and it's approaching Eve at this point. And with that in mind, you guys are also approaching the edge of what at one point would have appeared to have been a city. But the ground has grown up and over all the buildings. And there are large trees kind of bursting forth through what you'd normally assume the streets.
And there's no one here.
No. See right now.
Is it still in the mountains-ish? Like mountain area? Is it still in the mountain area?
No.
So
This
we had
is
to
out
traverse
past
down the
mountain.
mountain then. Okay.
You make your way down the mountain, and it's across a bit of a moor,
Okay.
and then there's some grassland, and then it starts to get hilly again, for a little ways before the sand would normally start.
Well, should we look for anyone? Be here at least. We get lay of the land a little bit.
Sorry, I didn't hear that last part. What did you say?
Should we search for anyone? See if anyone is actually here. Maybe look for that library.
They're all a bunch of religious fanatics anyways. I don't want to bother myself with them.
Could Alun look for any tracks or like footprints or anything?
Yeah, sure. Give me a nature check.
Hoping survival.
Well, does survival make more sense?
Survival is for following tracks.
Sure.
Quite
Roll it.
literally, if you press on the shield, it says following tracks.
Oh, well then, yeah.
Well, still rolled a 3, so you know.
7. The ground here seems to be not only new, but like it's not very well compacted. That makes sense. Like yeah, it's got a bit of a squish to it as you walk, which normally you'd expect.
What's it made out of?
Here's just dirt.
So it's not ash or anything? This isn't Pompeii?
Do a whatever check you think is most appropriate for that.
I don't know.
Checking it's ash.
Do a Pompeii check.
I honestly, what would that be? Nature, I guess?
Yeah, roll for Pompeii.
Pompeii,
History.
don't do me wrong. Pompeii!
Pompeii!
Ow, ow, ow.
Get over here,
Okay.
man. This isn't Milo Xyloto, okay? Which is easily their best album.
Oh, could we backpedal for a moment? Back before we
Are
left
you
the
laughing
mountains?
at my comment or at something else?
A little bit. Can we backpedal for a moment back when we were in the mountains? There's one thing that Alun would have wanted to do. That I
Ooh,
forgot.
is it yodeling?
No.
Because that seems
Loon
foreign
is-
and exotic enough that a loon might want to.
Loon is not going to yellow fucking yodel.
I don't know. Let's
Um,
do a quick little check if she's gonna yodel or not.
No, Alun wanted to do the thing she can normally do to check if there's a form of dragon within a mile of the mountains that we were at.
Yes,
Ooh.
echolocation via yodeling.
Is there a check for it, or just that you can sense if there is one?
I'm looking for it. It's been a while since I've been able to, or since I've done it.
It's been a while since I dragoned.
Well, no, the last time I used it, it was in the Feywilds. Not Feywilds, fucking Feywilds are my. No, I don't.
Did she call you out for saying fucking?
Huh, no.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm not gonna judge, but that did sound kind of fucking dumb. But
She just doesn't like when I say it like in front of her. She doesn't care if I say it whenever I'm just talking. Someone else, not her.
don't you swear at me with that tone of mouth.
What was it that I was able to do it?
Someone
one
with
of
your
my-
preferred enemy.
You get on my thing and help me find it.
What do you want?
Yeah, help me find this fucking thing so I can move on.
I forgot about your Colossus Slayer, and I just wanted to tell you, fuck you.
Why? I mean, I can't, you know, make a character and carefully think out how I want to build it.
No, I just want a chance to say fuck you about something your character does.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like a
What's,
lot of fun if you do
Colossus
it literally every time I try and do something with my character.
Yeah, it's because you're playing a Mystic. Whatever it is, I remember that I'm able to, I remember doing it specifically, and it was like searching, like being able to sense if there's anything of that type in a mile radius.
Oh, it's probably spell. I have something like that. Locate object or locate person.
Oh.
You're traveling alone, you can move stealthily at a normal pace. When you forage, find twice as much food, and tracking a creature, you learn their exact number, size, and how long ago they passed through the area. You get additional favor terrain at 6th and 10th. So you should have 3 favored terrains at this point, right?
Did I?
I think so.
I only have 2.
Because you get one at
I'm level
wherever
11.
level you get
I'm level
Natural
10.
Explorer, and then you get an additional one at 6 and an additional one at 10.
Oh, then yeah, I would have just gotten one. Anyways, we can move on. I have to go eat dinner, but once I'm back, I'd like to figure that out.
Oh, wait, it's the Primeval Awareness.
Yes, that's what it is, I think.
It expends a ranger spell slot to focus on your awareness on the region around you.
That is what it is. So it's actually 6 miles since we're in the mountains.
Nice.
And is
Anything
it just
within
any
6
ranger
miles.
spell slot?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. If you want to save that and go back to what you're doing, just keep that in mind. That's something we want to do, but I need to go eat, so I'll be back in a little bit.
All right. I guess I read it and then I immediately forgot if it said 6 miles or 6 mile radius. Within 6 miles of you.
So 6 mile radius.
Okay, so radius. You're there. 6 miles.
So.
So do we see
This-
nothing on our way to that location, or?
Nothing on the way?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, we're walking to the one area. Do we see nothing along the way to it?
As you're walking down the hills, you'd see out round people moving towards this large stone building whole thing.
How far
You've
away
seen
are
before.
they?
They would be like
Oh.
like tw- the ones that you're seeing are probably about 10 miles away or so. You assume it's the same people because you've been tracking them up to this point. Like, oh yeah, they're over there. You see these little tiny like dark things moving in a line.
Are they saying anything, or chanting an ominous tone? I don't know.
You haven't heard anything.
Guess that's good.
So when we get to this new area, so we're at just the areas where it's just packed ground, where we think this thing is.
It's
Or
it is unpacked ground, and it's large growth of trees and different foliage that is covering these hills, which come up and over these presumably are buildings underneath.
Okay.
While not strictly necessary, it is easier to stick to what were once roads because it's not nearly as hilly in between.
Can I do a survival check just so see if I can tell anything about the ground, or if there's any trace of buildings that we're missing?
Okay, go for it. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't want to answer your question wrongly. So explain it again. What exactly you're asking?
See if we can figure out how to get to the buildings, or if it's like there were buildings here and they moved. Mainly see if I can find out where the buildings are or how to get to them.
Yeah, the buildings are under the ground, like they're covered with stuff, which has made this hillscape around. And digging into the edge of one of these hills a bit, there is like you come across like the stone of what a building would have been,
Oh,
but digging along, the entire building is full of dirt as well.
it's just like a building full of dirt.
Full of dirt, covered in like a large amount of grasses and
So it's like they were abandoned or something.
abandoned and then filled in and then grown over. Like the amount of time that would have had to have passed for this to have happened in like a natural sense, it would have been extremely odd to start with that these would have filled up with dirt. But even if they had, it would have been far more time passed than what you assume would be the case based on the research you've done on this place up to this point.
Hmm.
It seems unnatural.
And the question is, how do we attract the attention of whoever did it? Because it's somebody. Most likely the monk's brother. Or the librarian, who probably has some sense of magic. Because, like, the building that they're all going to doesn't look like this library that we're thinking of, right? Or that we
No.
know of?
The building that is left is the one that you'd assume would be like the temple, based on it's kind of like an ancient Mayan temple, you know what I mean? Like with the big like stone step design.
Okay.
It's like that level in Gulf of Friends, you know? The one that you seem to love so much.
Yeah. When I went into the building, was there any other entrance or exit?
No. And like you didn't go into the building, you went to the side of one of these mounds and dug into the side of the hill.
And
you
I see a
found the
building.
walls. And then you dug along the edge of the wall a little ways and you found where a window would have been, and it's just packed full of dirt.
Can I try to... I don't know. I'm assuming people would have followed me, so at least there's somebody near me. But
Yeah.
Can I start to attempt to dig into the dirt?
Sure.
Or could I use Eldritch Blast to blast my way in?
Man, you really like using that spell.
It's a cantrip. Okay.
Yeah. But how effective is it for digging?
I'm gonna say not very.
Okay.
It's like fishing with dynamite. I mean, it might get some.
I don't really have any other tools.
You got nature's tools, hands.
Yeah. Can I spend a bit of time just digging into this room to see if I can open it up?
Sure.
Does anybody want to help me who's here?
I think Rock would definitely come and help you. Digging in the
Okay.
dirt sounds like something he would thoroughly enjoy doing. In fact, he might just do that for the rest of the day.
Wow. How long does it take us with both of us doing it to get a decent wage at this building?
The two of you going probably 15 minutes worth of digging, and you guys have cleared a sizable chunk. Enough that you can you can fully stand with inside of what this building was, and still solid dirt as you're going in.
How do you bury just buildings underground like that? Is there some sort of check I could make to know if there was a spell or like what could possibly make buildings just fill this hard with dirt so quickly?
Do an Arcana check, history check.
I'll do a history check.
All right.
Oh, opposite end.
Yeah, no idea.
Do we find any other connector? Like any other exit or entrance inside this building? Other than the
Not
one
yet.
door?
For the amount that you've dug into it, you two can both like just stand inside of this dugout area that you brought.
Okay. I want to dig more.
Continue digging.
Yeah.
Are you becoming a good gnome?
Maybe.
What is that thing that Mac always says? I'm not
I
a
don't know, you have to be here
gnoblin.
to say it.
I'm not a gnoblin. I'm not a gnelf. I'm a gnome. Or something.
Or something like that, yeah.
Well. I'm not, I'm not an elf. I'm not a gnoblin. I'm a gnome. And you've been gnomed.
How long will it take us to just dig all of it out?
Seeing
much
that
do you
you
have to
guys
do?
arrived kind of at nightfall, you kind of do need to figure out what you're doing for sleeping arrangements for the evening.
I mean, do we have enough out to where we could just sleep in the house?
Not all of you.
I'll sleep with my horse.
Sleep in the horse?
Yep.
Okay. And Lyndon, what's your plan?
We're not in town yet, are we?
We
Oh,
found.
you haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, no, we found buildings covered. Well, I found a building covered in dirt that we've been digging out, and presumably all the hills that are covered in dirt have buildings underneath.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll sleep in one of those.
Well, we only
They're full
dug.
of dirt.
Yeah.
We
the
well,
one.
we only found one, and dug part of it out.
So unless you were helping dig this entire time, like a gnoblin,
Sure.
like the dirty gnoblin you are. Alright, so there's probably enough room for about 4 people to sleep inside. All of you helped.
Okay. Yeah, I'm assuming everybody would have, because we were like, oh, it's probably here.
Alright.
I'll take first watch.
You're gonna keep digging while you take first watch?
Wouldn't that be if it's like light activity that I could do during a long rest?
Yeah, if you work slowly at it, you could.
Then yeah.
Alright. First watch comes. As your watch is happening, you're taking these little piles of dirt out. You see the torch lines getting closer. Not close enough that you immediately are concerned, but a lot closer than you've seen them up to this point.
What is this for?
Like.
I'm not
watch.
here yet. I'm just listening.
But closer to us, or closer to like getting closer to just like the temple?
Seeing as you guys are relatively close to the temple, kind of both.
So what's
Does
going
it
on so
seem-
far?
We found a
Uh,
house and they're digging it out. 'Cause it's
They're
covered in
digging out a
dirt.
house.
That was covered
Yes.
in dirt.
All the houses are covered in dirt, pretty much.
And so
Oh.
then he dug to one, and then saw it was full of dirt, so then started to dig out the inside of it. And then other people joined in, so they dug out some of the inside of this house.
Okay.
And then they are taking watch now.
Alright, I'm gonna run back to what I was doing. Look.
Does any of them seem like they're heading in our direction?
Me. I guess an insight check on that.
Where's my insight? There's my insight. Oof.
They could be. Kind of hard to tell.
I would, for the rest of my watch, I would make sure I'm watching them with some of my rapier mind blade in one
Right.
hand, and just be watching them, make sure none of them are heading our way.
Alright. First watch passes without much. Who's next?
Question: does my ghost horse need to sleep?
I don't think so.
Okay, good. Then my horse will keep watching me. He can wake me up if something's there.
Okay. I guess do a perception check for your horse.
What exactly would I do for that?
A perception check based on the perception is wisdom modifier, and so I guess we need to know what the wisdom of a horse is. Horse. Ring. You have just
It has
regular
intelligence
horse.
of 5. I mean, no, it has 6 because it gains 6 for being a ghost horse. That's what allows me to communicate with it.
Alright. So 6 is a square of what? -2.
That's exactly what I thought. Just use mine and we'll take 3 off. Ooh. Well, I guess it would be a 1 with -2. So,
So your horse keeps watch and does not wake you. And does not wake anyone else to take third watch.
Nice.
nice. Must be so safe. Therefore, nobody needs to wake up.
Perfect.
Convenient, because that's what happens. Just nobody wakes up.
So, how's the rest of the night go then?
Oh, during the rest of the night, things definitely got a lot closer. The only thing that might tip them off is, Lyndon, what's your passive perception?
My perception is like 17, I think.
My passive is 14. So
Is it this the P or
On the
C
first
next to
screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
senses? 19.
19.
Holy crap, man.
Nice. Yeah, you are awoken during the night, early morning even, to faint chanting, singing, something.
Can I try to perceive what it is?
Sure.
It's chanting.
It's a table. Nope, it's chanting.
It is chanting. It is it's some kind of noise made from a beast that's exhaling air. Whether that beast is human or not, it's hard to tell.
Can I kind of tell where it's coming from?
Outside of this small cave inside of a house he made.
would I be woken up?
No.
I would like to silently creep out to the door and stick my head out and see if I can get a better listen.
Stealth check with advantage.
Sorry. advantage, you say?
Yeah. Excellent. So you sneak out fine. Don't wake anyone up, including this wide-eyed, bleary horse. And you're listening to this chanting happening, and very, very close by, as in less than a street over, if these were actual buildings, you see a group of these monks walking. Well, monks, quotations. They are hooded figures walking past with torches. And the one in front, from the looks of things, sneezing like a motherfucker. The one in front is carrying a, what is it called? A thermable? Thurible? One of those incense burners.
Yep.
And they appear to be chanting. Of particular note, they appear to have two beasts along with them near the end of this group that are also walking.
I'm gonna wake up Rebernov.
You're gonna reach inside his horse and tell him to wake up? Or are you gonna like knock on the outside and hopefully he hears you?
I don't want to reach inside his horse. I'll like, psst, hey, Rebernov. I'll like loudly
hear it?
whisper it.
Loudly whisper, that's just talking, man. Well, do I hear it?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
Okay,
Hey, check
so
this shit out.
I say, what'd you wake me up for?
I say, look at this shit. And I point to this shit.
And I just see those guys chanting, I assume?
Yes.
Are they chanting, walking towards us?
No, they're walking past. Like, not past you guys, but like, down the end of the street, walking past.
I just say, man, that's not our problem. This is their town. They can chant as much as they want.
With that note, you hear chanting come from the other direction. You look back the rest of the way down the street that you're on and see another group walking past. At this point, you're probably 5 in the morning or so.
Early morning commute, I see. Yeah, I'll just ignore it. They're not bothering us. No real reason to do anything about it.
Alright. I'll just take a note of like, what are they wearing? Can I tell?
Some kind of dark robe from what you're seeing.
They don't have any like, they're not carrying like a burning cross or like any kind of symbol or anything that I can see.
Burning cross. How ridiculous. No. At least you don't think so. They're carrying burning somethings. They've been using as torchlight.
Is it a burning picture of Bahamut?
Oof. It might be at this distance.
Oh, better not be. Wipe out this entire tribe.
So yeah, you can attempt to go back to sleep if you want, Matthew. It's not going to be overly easy as the chanting seems to be getting louder.
I'll say to Lyndon, you can wake up anybody else if you want, but this is kind of their town. They can do whatever they want.
That's true. What time did you say it was? Roughly, would you think?
Somewhere like around 5.
They don't seem to be aggressive by any means, right?
Not
Uh,
full
no.
dust, at least.
They haven't seen you yet either.
I'll wake up old Sam boy then.
Alright.
What?
Come check this out.
Okay. Get up and walk out.
Alright. You stick your head out of this small hole that you've made.
Do I see the chanting monks?
At first, no. But then another group passes. And yes, you see them.
We could probably ask them how to get inside the city. It's probably an entrance way that we can't see right now. How far away are they?
About a half block.
I'm going to slowly approach them.
I'll go with him.
Alright.
But
Are you guys sneaking or just like walking over or what?
No, just walking over.
Alright.
Alright then.
I mean, on the way over, I'll be like, hey, can we ask you a question? So- Oh, God.
So you guys are walking over, and you get probably about 20 feet from the end of what one of these streets would be. And at this distance, you can see that most of them are walking more in like a stumble than a full actual walk. Each of the groups seem to be composed of about the same makeup of people, of one person at the front who's more or less leading the chants, and the rest of them replying with very similar but different reactions. The one in the front also has the incense that's burning, which is a distinctly almost coppery smell to it. Coppery, kind of iron, earthy smell as it burns. And the things that they're carrying most of the time appear to be just different assorted torches, sizes and such. Sometimes it's assortment of branches and other things that they just had to burn. And it appears to be some kind of large dog that each of these groups have near the end following them. Sometimes it's one dog, sometimes it's all the way up to like 4. But most of the time
One
it's
dog?
one.
Do they stop when we walk over?
No. None of them appear to have paid any mind to you.
I'm gonna get closer. Do they react when I go like 10 feet behind them?
With the group passing, no. None of them turn to face you.
I'm gonna go walk up to the dude in front.
He's not going to slow his pace. If you're going to keep pace with him, then go ahead. What's your plan here?
I will, and mainly, I'm literally be like, hey, I just want to talk. But, you slow down? Can talk?
He does not show any response to you.
Can I, like, tell if he's, like, doing this on purpose, or, like, he's actually being charmed?
So what are you actually checking for? Just if he's, like, under a charm or something?
Yeah, if it's his own free will to ignore me, pretty much.
I guess. Arcana, maybe?
Oof.
Let's go with
Hold-
Arcana.
Only Jeff was here. Oh, it's fine.
Doesn't matter. Don't need Jeff. Ooh. He doesn't appear to be like. Yeah. It's like he's not hearing you. He's not reacting to anything that you say, but he doesn't appear to be under any type of direct spell.
I want to tap him on his shoulder. See if does that get a reaction?
Do a dex check.
Oof. Oof.
Lucky. You reach up and go to touch his shoulder, and right before you do, he suddenly turns and makes a bite for your hand, and you out of the way, and misses the bite, and he locks eyes with you, which is a bit of an odd experience. His eyes are a dark gray, almost black, instead of the white around them, as usual. And, well, I say eyes. It's only one eye that he actually has.
Oh.
So he locks his eye with you, and then continues pace with everyone else, going back to his regular chant.
I'm gonna fall back a little and say, like, are you still with me, Reverend?
Me? No, I was never with you. I went back to sleep. Or at
I'm
least
still
tried.
with you.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go back to you then and be like, we may want to see where these guys go. Considering
As each of the rest of the people in that group pass you, each of them turns to actually look at you as they pass, and they don't make any change to their regular chanting that they've been doing. But they
And
do,
up close, is there any like symbol or anything or any identifiable characteristic to take note of?
Give me a hell of a perception check.
Okay. I will.
Also,
Also, are you standing near Sam?
Mm.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I wanted. Perfect. I knew it would happen.
Are you standing like right next to Sam?
I assume so.
And you're looking at these people as they stare at him?
Well, apparently not, but
Well, give me with advantage because you're standing next to Sam.
so just one more and we'll take the higher one.
Yeah.
1.
Ooh.
Yeah, 2.
Yes, they have a symbol. Most of them, it's not very seeable, like just a little bit on the edge of their neck, or poking out from like out of one of their sleeves, just a bit of a curling something. But there's one or two that have it fairly blatantly on their face, like almost tattooed across the entire like half of their face. Which is a certain circle with wings that you're kind of familiar with from a
Oh,
basement area.
good.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's great. Charles even recognizes it. He's surprised.
It'd kind of be like if you can, you know, in like a cartoon. So like Sam, like looks over and looks away, and looks back at me, and I'm gone. I've already run back.
Yeah.
As fast as my dwarf legs could carry me.
When everybody else looked back at me, did they seem scared at all, or like look at me with a look that's like, please help me?
Oh, is there like longing in their eyes?
Mainly, I want to know if they're like, do they have the same thing where it's like black around the irises instead of white like it normally is?
Most of them are darker to some extent, but not nearly as bad as what the man in front had.
Okay.
But yeah, the eye color change has happened to them, but the rest of them all have 2 sets of eyes.
Okay.
No,
Kind of
sorry,
follow the-
1 set of eyes, 2 eyeballs. To
Can I
be
follow
clear.
the group for like around like hour of walking just to see if I can see where they're going to, or if I can kind of guess where they're gonna end up by just tracking them for an hour.
You don't have
Standing.
to even track them for that
Oh.
long.
Oh.
Standing on this street, you can see it's a basically straight shot right to the pyramid.
Okay.
And looking down the street, you can see groups of people walking towards these pyramids.
Okay. Do I need to sleep more to get long rest since I woken up this early?
You haven't been doing anything extra stressful during this. Like you haven't been. Yeah. I think you're fine. But you can't do anything like high activity by any means.
Yeah. Since I'm woken up, I'm just gonna like. Slowly. No, people are sleeping. I'll just look around more and see if I can find like another house, or a wall, or something.
From a quick glance, it appears everything is covered up as usual.
Okay.
It's really uncovered at all.
Yeah. Guess I would just wait till everyone else is back or wakes up then.
All right. Oh shit. All right, so that would have played out, I guess, slightly differently, but because we did it wrong and people who would have played it out differently aren't here, I'm not playing. But I guess that the elves would have been awake. But yeah, the one is not here, and then the other one is not here, so I don't feel awful.
It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, they would have been awake when Lyndon was up. So. Alright, Lyndon, so did you go back to keeping guard again, or
Yes.
you pussying out on that too?
Yeah, I'll go back to guard.
Alright. So the chanting does continue, and it seems to stay about the same pace for most of the time. Occasionally picking up, but not for an amount of time by any means. And you make it through the rest of your watch just dandy. Everyone starts waking up and wondering what the humming is they hear, which you then explain to them is all these people that showed up that you didn't wake them up for.
So was that symbol with the I forget the name of it, but
Is
the
it
one
the,
Raven Queen, right?
no.
Oh, I assumed it was that symbol.
Why did you assume that?
Raven.
They said that you recognized it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, remember how I asked if you wanted a regular patron or a spicy meme patron?
Ew. Ew.
Yeah. And you said, I don't see how you could make a spicy patron.
I mean, I
And
still
I
don't.
chuckled to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So until something in game tells me or you tell me, I still don't know what my patron is.
Let me look for my horribly spelled symbol.
Your wizard is back.
You're a
good.
wizard, Backy.
There was a bunch of people humming. We found one of the houses. It's covered in dirt.
Yeah.
So, what is our plan then? Because we assumed the city and library wouldn't be covered in dirt.
Well, Loon, if you'd like, I could, when they're all here, I could go and, delve through the city and see what they're going to look for.
Well, I mean,
I have my
all
Cloak of
the-
Elvenkind and I have my Pass Without a Trace that I can cast a fair amount of times for one day.
well, like, how do we get into the city if everything is covered in dirt?
I'm guessing
Dirty
that the people with
side
the
of
line of torch
things.
people would have an idea.
They went to the pyramid, so.
Yeah, and what if that is the city?
Yeah. I mean, could be.
Um,
I'm assuming that. Well,
Gimper.
pretty much what we have to do. So.
For
What?
Therai going through here, has he noticed anything weird, any signs of like illusion or any magic coming from the soil of a reason why it would be new?
Yeah, the dirt does seem magical,
Like
but just
magical
magically
itself?
in being placed, and not magical as in magic dirt.
Like I could dispel it, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
There's a reason I know that Lyndon is paying attention.
because he's AFK and he's still playing Civ 5.
No, I'm pretty sure he would have responded to what I sent him. But
Oh. Hey, Lyndon.
I'm sorry, I'm just speechless by this picture.
yeah, I'm sure.
Oh my god, his eyes.
Well, would you guys like me to go check out the pyramid then and see if I can't find anything? I should be fairly safe. I'm fairly stealthy, especially with my hood.
I mean,
Now, is this
if
in the
fair-
morning or did they wake Jeff up now?
Yeah, this would be in the morning.
if we have to go to the pyramid anyway, and that's where the monk is that we have to fight, and not the city.
Yes, but wouldn't having a general sense is the pyramid within a mile of us?
Yes, it would be.
Assuming I don't go too far, I should be able to relay anything with the headset or with the earpiece. If
We
you're
saw
willing to wait
some
a
of
few
the
minutes.
people. Yeah, we saw some of the people though, and there was guy had one eye, black around the irises instead of white.
That's
So it seems
fine. I should be
I'm-
able to stay out of sight, as long
Yeah.
as I'm able just to watch and come back. I won't make any actions towards them.
Mm.
And if
Can I
I'm
come
noticed,
with
I
you?
will.
Um,
I mean, I have my Cloak of Elvenkind and I have my Pass Without a Trace will help you as well, but
yeah.
if you get spotted, I don't know how that will go.
I mean, they don't seem to respond to people. I mean,
Well.
I got up right in the face of one of them, and he only reacted when I touched him.
What did
So-
you do?
Tried to bite me.
Were they was I awake during any of this?
Nope.
Fucking damn it.
Should add a ghost sword.
And none of them were undead?
They didn't appear so.
Did you
I-
wake up
did they keep-
Revanov? Did you wake up Nilsa? Did you wake up any of the holy
Yeah,
people that
well-
could tell?
I was awoken, so did I know if they were undead, Sandy? Because that's kind of a base default thing for me.
What is the range on that?
I could check. Probably
It's
short.
kind of important. If they're not alive, then this is gonna be kind of more crazy than what we're assuming.
60 feet.
60 feet.
Quite a ways.
It is quite a ways. How long is the city block?
Wide, like the street would probably be like 15 feet wide. Lengthwise, it depends on the city.
Like one block of a city.
It depends
Those
on.
are standard.
Standard length of a city block. Standard in Manhattan. Is this as large as Manhattan? Like again, it
don't know,
depends
is it?
on the length of the. It depends on the size of the city.
Typical square city block reaches 16 or 17 per mile. Well, that's all well and good, but what is the size of that shit?
Well, hang on a second. We can do some math on that.
80 by 247 on average. Manhattan.
Hang on a second. Okay, so how many blocks per mile?
16 or 17. We'll say 17. What's this
It's
at?
ranging about 310 feet.
Yeah.
311 feet, rounding up.
Okay, so let's say they're even half that, and you're standing in the middle. No, I don't think you're close enough to be able to tell.
Okay.
I mean, would I have been able to at least tell because I got face to face with them?
Would you have been able to tell?
I mean, I can tell if things are magical and if it looks like it's literally dead.
It didn't look dead, although it was missing an eye, the guy in the front.
Yeah.
Oh, how about this? Why don't I just go look and then I'll come back? It shouldn't take me longer than an hour, and if it does, I still have multiple ways of getting out or hiding.
I will go. You will stay.
What do you
No
think? Does
problem.
that sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, yeah, no. Alun would prepare Pasta Trace on herself. And, is Longstrider a concentration? Not. She would cast Longstrider and Pasta Trace on herself.
Alright.
Take up her hood and take off. Actually, she won't put up her hood yet, but she will stealth through the city. Until she sees people, then she'll put up her hood.
Nice. Alright. So, first of all, give me a stealth check.
With Grace is plus 10. And does the sorry. Reading. Okay. So I get stealth plus 10.
Do you already have advantage on it?
I don't know if I'll have advantage on it. That's what I was looking for.
Oh,
If I
well,
did.
give yourself advantage because you have your hood up.
Well, I say I have my head up when I see.
Yeah. So have your hood up, and then take your advantage.
Okay. Also, the Cloak of Elvenkind doesn't do that. I
I
have
know.
it. Oh no, I do have advantage on stealth checks. We're good.
Okay. Then don't
With
worry
it.
about it. Nice. 37. Yeah, you continue on with people not really paying much attention to you. They assume that none of them seem to notice you, and the one or two that appear to be looking in your direction continue to turn.
Just continue to walk.
Yeah.
I guess I continue to pyramid.
Excellent. You're making your way towards it, and you start hearing this chanting. Definitely louder than it was. You're getting closer than you were.
Yep.
A lot closer than you were. And there is a fairly sizable amount of these people on what's left of the street ahead of you. Basically from building to building almost.
I'd be relaying all this in my head to everyone else as I go.
It reminds me
idea.
of a scene from I Am Legend, but yeah.
But
continue.
all right. So there's a bunch of there's people chanting.
Yep.
Am I able to understand it?
Ooh, can you understand it?
Loon specifically is Undercommon, Sylvan, Elvish, Draconic, Common, and Celestial. What?
Yes. Yes, you can.
What are they saying?
It appears to be some kind of long-running prayer.
Keep it a guess.
Yeah. Crazy. you know, typical praise be to him who gives us life. Praise be to him who
And there's
shows
no
us the
name?
way. No, they specifically refer to it as him, or a word I don't think you'd recognize. Well, I'm not sure that she would recognize.
Even with the languages? Or 6 languages?
Yeah,
Okay. What do you need me to do
that
then?
word is. Give me a second.
I mean, even if I can hear it, I can relay it to someone else because I'm relaying this to the group.
Yeah.
So, if anyone in the group can, as long as I can pronounce it in some way, shape, or form.
Yes, you would be able to pronounce it.
Realize, why does a loon know 6 fucking languages?
Ranger.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, because Sylvan and Draconic came from my preferred enemy. Celestial Common and Undercommon came from being an elf. Making him produce research.
No, I had it written down. I just needed to actually get it into game, and then I was about to send it, and then I realized I would have sent it to everyone, so I'm just gonna send it to you.
I mean, I'd be relaying it to everyone.
Well, fine then. I'll just say it to everyone. I guess.
Did make your life easier? I'm sorry. I realized that with Pass Without a Trace, my minimum. What language is it in?
In the Draconic. No, not Draconic. The what's the one the demons speak?
Infernal?
That one.
Oh, so would
Abyssal is
Therai
also one too.
or Grot understand it?
Yes.
What's it mean?
They would both recognize it.
What is it?
Actually, they might recognize it. I guess it would be a history check, perception check. One of the two.
Your perception, what?
Well, because you're making an association.
3 makes much more sense in my mind.
Well, then roll a history.
At 17. Oh, holy. Here, back real quick.
So, do I recognize it?
Do a history check. Or a religion check, I guess, whatever's higher for you.
Same.
Oh, that was so close to a 20. I feel so bad for you, man.
Oh, I literally saw it. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a 20, and I was just.
No.
Oh, that's. Nope.
What happened?
I decided that history didn't make a ton of sense, and possibly religion makes more sense.
I can roll religion.
Well, it's up to you.
Did I meet the DC already? Guess is what I'm asking.
It's up to
Yeah.
you. You can roll the different stat.
If it makes more sense in your head, I'll roll it.
So can I roll religion?
22.
It's not enough for your characters to recognize it. But if you figure it out as a player, then your character can know it. You are really fucking close to the DC.
Plethora of notes.
So can I roll for religion?
Sure.
Oh god damn it.
No, you do not know it. Alright. So yeah, these guys are all chanting outside this thing. and you hear them, and you relay back the majority of the chant. It seems to follow kind of the same pattern, and then have different, not verses, but like a line or two different each time. But it seems that they're all chanting the exact same thing, which is kind of odd. Normally you'd have one
Loon
person
will-
lead and the rest of them follow, but
Loon
they
will
all just kind of...
continue towards the pyramid while the rest think about the word.
Alright. So how are you continuing? Because these streets are essentially full. You gonna just sneak through them, or are you going to like
Am I
climb
able
the
to get like
buildings,
a,
hop across and stuff, or what?
am I able to get a point, like a vantage point?
Yeah, you could probably find one fairly easy.
I do that and try to keep above them and just kind of Assassin's Creeding my way through the rooftops.
Alright. So you make your way up one of these
I'm a
buildings.
ranger. How the hell do I not have proficiency in acrobatics? What the fuck?
Acrobatics check?
I have
No.
proficiency in athletics. That's what?
Well, you're not a rogue.
Darius. Yeah, I know. Not a rogue. I'm a
Almost
ranger.
got myself like a fish there for a second. So you continue making your way towards this temple, and you start having a foreboding feeling getting closer.
What do you mean by foreboding? Like, kind of uneasy?
Yeah, uneasy, kind of like that feeling in your stomach of like something's wrong, like this isn't good.
Mm-hmm. I'm still able to perfectly keep heading on without being seen. How long has it been at this point?
It's only been probably 25, 30 minutes.
Okay, yeah, so I'm still plenty of time. And as long as I can obscure myself, I can cast it again without worrying about it. So, which I'm always obscured because of my cloak.
Yeah.
Or not my cloak, my chain shirt.
Yeah. Alright. So you continue on scouting. Presumably you're relaying this all back, so.
Yeah, the entire time.
Matthew gets to listen to it. Very, very soothing deep inside of his skull.
Oh, fun.
This is what I
Sure, I'm
love.
glad I didn't get a choice about that.
Hey.
Either not have it or have it.
Yeah.
And you chose to have it.
Do you have ears? No. Do you have Bahamut? Yes. Small price to pay.
I have way too many trying to find ones I need.
So you're continuing along, having a good time. This uneasy feeling is getting heavier, I guess. Is the way to describe it? Definitely stronger. Are you gonna change anything, or keep you going as fast as you can? They can welcome us all to the 11th hell? Is that what Jeff said?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So while Jeff's off doing this, what are the rest of you guys doing?
If he tells us about his foreboding feeling, I would be everyone else. I'd be like, maybe we should go, just in case. So that way, if he runs into something, we're not too far away, and we can jump in quicker.
Sorry guys, give me just a second, families.
Fun.
Okay. What did you say after I had to walk off, Kimber? And Papa. Anyone there?
'Cause, I mean,
Yeah, I don't see why not.
worst
Why
case
was I moved?
scenario.
Because I figured you didn't want us listening in on your conversation.
No, that was just them screaming. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
We're not giving out my social security number.
You
Jeff,
never
do you-
know.
Oh.
Jeff, do you tell us about this foreboding feeling?
I'd be like, yeah, it's kind of weird. Don't really enjoy being here, but I'll continue going till I see something.
So then, can we make our way to like the outer edge? Not where there's a ton of people, but just a little closer in case anything happens.
Sure. You start making your way down the street towards all these people.
It gives them kind of a game plan of where everything's at and what I've passed so far.
Yep.
Emperor.
While you're doing that, what is your passive perception on her?
On her, 14.
Nice. You notice a single person out in the crowd staring up at you.
Staring up at me?
Presumably,
They can
they're
see
looking in
me.
your direction at least.
Well, if I move slightly with my hood up, can they see me? Like, are they following me? We're a 37 stealth and disadvantage on seeing me. Holy shit.
They continue staring in your direction. They don't seem to like move back and forth as you kind of hop around, seeing if they're following you. And then after about 10 or 12 seconds, they go back to staring forward back at the temple with everyone else.
They might be relaying information to whoever is controlling them, just so you know.
I mean, you're
I'm
doing
having-
that, so I don't see why they couldn't.
I'm having people stare at me and for a while and head back, but so they might be aware of my presence. If they are, then hopefully not. But if they are, then I'm kind of fucked.
I could, worst case scenario, I could always cast fly, make the of us be able to go faster.
Emperor, just because I'm having issues finding could you type out the demon's name for me?
It's in the name list if you
Is
want.
it in the name list? Okay.
There's a lot of names in the name list, to be
Yeah,
honest.
no, I put a lot. I added like a good 12.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Makes it way easier to steal names.
Yeah. I mean, those names are all going to be in use in your universe as well, so.
Hey man, just because there's two Frank Jones doesn't mean that Frank Jones isn't the same Frank Jones that you expect.
And what was the... Okay. To both, to everyone, there I would be going, the word they're saying shares the first and last name of the demon we deal with currently. And assuming, in my mind, would it be safe to say the acronym, but not the full name, correct?
Presumably, yeah.
Okay, well, if you take Gory, that takes the last half of the first name, and then CA is the first two letters of the last name. Speaking as Infernal, we could probably be safe to assume that this is having something to do with our friend here. And it would make sense if there's a mass exodus towards his area, he's probably stealing their souls to gain power.
Ooh, that sounds like
And,
really bad.
Oh yeah, Samuel, you're here. Yeah, welcome to our problems. Welcome to the party.
And who
So,
exactly stealing the souls?
The demon.
Right.
so would the
Oh.
demon be making? How
What
could
is
we
his
stop
name,
them
perchance?
chanting?
You wouldn't be able to stop them from stopping them from chanting. Alun, I can cast silence, but I'd have to drop my stealth bonus.
Could it be could the demon be using something to make them chant that we could stop?
The demon has a lot of powers outside of, like, he was the original man who, at this point, who the fuck
Walk
cares?
on the moon.
The original man that gave me my arm back that to you looks normal. And with Grot, it was his original eyes that he no longer has, and the tree. To everyone
So-
here, the tree
his
itself is
heart.
a soul cage. Those black tendrils, inside of those are souls. Just so you know. Can't see it normally, but I've been keeping an eye on it for a little while since I came my news. And it kind of came to life issue.
So,
Literally.
can we stop this dude or not?
Well, if we can
Yeah, we
find
can
him
kill it.
somehow, yeah, we can try. We currently have very little idea of where he is. That's why we're heading to the desert on top of the kind of undermining with the monk master.
That's
Important thing to remember is, if it has a stat block, it could be killed.
Yes, pretty much.
Will it be? Is a very, very different question.
At this point, what does the loon? The loon just sees the max exodus people towards the pyramid, right?
Yeah. They are standing,
Are they moving anymore? Now that I'm kind of just in the middle of the area.
no. They're starting to, like, pack into this area.
Okay, and are they heading into the pyramid itself?
No.
Does she
They're
see?
all standing probably about 75 feet back. Pyramid itself proper.
Does she see anyone at the pyramid face,
No.
or anyone that
The
stands
front
out
edge-
besides these people?
There are the occasional ones that are carrying, the thermables.
What?
The incense burners?
Oh, okay. But no one is. But no one standing out like as the leader. Anyone in like vestments or anything like robes.
Give
Even
me
a demon
a
itself.
perception-y check. $18? That's pretty good. You can make out at least one figure on top of the pyramid from where you're at.
How far away?
It would be probably 200 feet or more forward, and then it's also another. This thing stands how tall? Probably another 100 feet above you.
Do you guys want me to head up on the? Is the pyramid climbable? Like, is it block
Yeah,
pyramid
like
or
it
like
has,
smooth?
it is like how do I describe it? Like a Mayan pyramid with like the
Okay.
steps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys want me to get closer to these people up here, or at least one person that I see up here? They seem to be the ones that are causing issues for us.
I mean, you're the one in danger. You
Do
you
we
can
want
call it
to
yourself.
get close to you first, though?
Can you guys make it here without being seen?
Mm,
I can't
And I'd
guarantee
relay
it,
my
but I
I'd
can
relay
make
my
it.
position currently. I know we have a few plate users, and they're the ones that are gonna be the most in the most danger here.
Another perception check from you, Jeff.
As a loon.
Yep. You're like looking at the crowd, and everyone again is staring towards the pyramid. A couple of them looking up towards like the top of the pyramid, and then we go back to looking at the pyramid proper. But again, you look out across, and there's a person staring at you.
I'll get out of sight.
As you move along, he doesn't seem to move his vision at all.
Fine, I'm still
From
gonna stay
where
out
you
of
were.
sight of him. Again, it's very, very prevalent that I might already be known, so it's up to you.
yeah. Well, if all hell breaks loose when you're there, I won't. If,
I have my long strider, and I can probably hide if I need to.
Yeah. But if we have a chance of stopping their chanting, or whoever's making them, or there's a slim chance of us stopping them chanting.
What
It'd
did
be
you say
easier.
was the maximum range, or sorry, what was like the total range of the people?
The total range of the people?
Like, no, towards the people at the top. You said it was like 200 plus another, how much?
It's
200
from where
feet
you
forward.
are. It's 200 feet to the edge of the pyramid,
Yeah.
and then it's about 100 feet up to the top.
I'm in range with my oath bow. I could. It would be a one hell of a shot, and it'd be very unlikely. But I could try to take whoever's out.
I mean, if you start going up and then we start heading, so that way even if they do notice, you're already near the guy or whoever is making them do it.
Well, why
I'd
don't
recommend if you're gonna do that to make sure that you are completely not seeable by any of the people in the crowd, you know, in case. And if you're gonna take the shot, to do it in a way that you could then hide afterwards, so that you know, like, or it's like if the shot whiffs.
We'd have to.
Or I guess you're still really fucking hard to see. That's the part that I keep
I
forgetting.
still have a 37
yeah,
in my
just-
stealth, and then I have my hood
Yeah.
up for another 30-ish minutes. You said, and then
Yeah.
I have my passed out of the trace, my cloak of the elven kind, and I'm already hella stealthy, and I have hide in
Yeah.
plain sight.
The hood up doesn't give you the advantage. The hood up made you blend in better with all these other people wearing their dark hoods.
While your hood is up,
That's-
wisdom perception checks made to see you is with disadvantage.
Oh, is that
have a-
actually a thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well, never
similar-
mind.
it's
Here I
not-
thought I was being creative.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely what it's supposed to do. I'm harder to physically see.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So,
Do you want to go for the shot? It'd be fucking awesome.
do you guys want me to get a little bit closer?
I think if you move closer while we move closer,
Okay, so in this area, is there anywhere where I can have almost like an arrow slit to through, where I can be completely unseen besides the tip of my arrow, but still be able to aim?
But I think you could plan yourself kind of behind a hill, so you'd have like 3/4 cover. Take the shot.
Okay. Because the maximum range on this oath bow is 600.
Yeah. So you're within range.
Yeah. I would get to the best place that Alun would know to be able to hide from whoever this is and from the crowd itself. And maybe get to a little bit better of a point where I can see a little bit better.
Okay.
But
Alright.
if that exists, I would take the time to do that. And how much time would I have left on my spells?
So probably about another 20 minutes, and you work your way across the crowd from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, so that the sun isn't directly behind the guy.
Okay.
And you find a spot that matches the description of being able to hide, like behind 3/4. You can't see any of the people. It is probably not the only spot like this, but it's one of few.
And how far away am I? Am I greater than 600 feet?
No.
Okay. God, I love longbows.
I could. What we could do is I could always cast fly on three of us, and me.
Save that for an emergency only.
Well, just to cause a distraction.
No, we don't want them aware of any of us more than they already are. Because if there's any panic, they might leave into the tower. I won't get my shot. Okay. So at that point, would Therai know if, would Therai have any idea if there is, any detection of if someone makes you their sworn enemy using the oath bow? Does the person know at all?
If they can do detecting magic, kind of like what he can do, then yes, they could pick up on that.
Okay, even from like
Because-
so far away.
Well, it's because it's being applied to them. They'd be like,
Or
oh,
so they'd have to be like, oh, okay. So, would it be better if Alun doesn't? I'm not asking you directly, I'm asking everyone. Would it be better if Alun doesn't do it? Well, it's kind of like Rise. I take the shot, it will happen. Well.
I mean, we could always try to stealth
fuck
our
it.
way, and then if it fails,
it.
if they notice it at all, just take the shot.
She's going to draw back her bow. In Elvish whisper, "Swift death to my enemies." The person that way. Does she see anyone else when she got a little bit closer?
She only sees the one person up on top of the pyramid.
Even after getting closer? Like work my way
Um,
through around?
Yeah. Currently,
Um,
you can only see one person up there.
Okay.
You've only ever seen one person up there.
Alright, then yeah. She would knock her bow back and say swift death to my enemies in Elvish. And, as she lets go, swift death to whoever wronged me. Take the shot. Advantage.
Excellent. So roll to hit with your advantage.
Watch as this like is someone.
Oh, it's quite possible. But
It's a
weird
child
this
on
time.
top of this pyramid that's been used for sacrifice, and you decided to kill them before they could be sacrificed. Woo! No.
Hello, settlers.
Oh,
I'm
natural
being
make it.
off.
Fucking 20 critical hit.
I would also
Oh
make
my
it
God.
a precision
Oh
shot.
my god.
Okay.
Oh.
So roll your damage on this.
Okay, I'm gonna add this to my damage because there's a few things that need added. Precision gives me have my 8 plus 6. There. In my damage, why do I have a +4? The +4 was because of this isn't my preferred enemy. It's not Fey or Draconic or Dragon.
No.
Okay, so then I think I need to get rid of a +2 on that.
Correct.
+2 is because. Wait.
Yes.
And it's all correct now. I'm gonna roll my damage. Can you look at my thing and confirm that that's correct for what it should be?
Both bow.
And it's already too late to say this was with a +2 arrow. I think that's what the other +2 is for. Is it too
Yeah.
late to say it was with a +2 arrow or?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
it was.
Would have been with a normal arrow. That's what the That's what the other +2 was. That's what.
All right.
So it's just normal. 2d8 plus 5 plus 3d6 piercing. Plus my 1d8 that I just applied to myself. Alright.
Okay.
Ready? See how ridiculous this is?
Yeah. Do it.
37 damage. And is it surprise? Does it double?
You really want to kill this poor kid, huh?
So my question is that
God, that's so many ones.
15. Okay. And then he gets to make this roll. 22. That is a really fucking awful roll. I think he is going to legendary make that a 12. Or, no, sorry, a 10. And then you lose 2 of his points. So this arrow goes flying. And are you watching for the hit, or are you just gonna duck down?
Assuming there isn't much travel time.
Yeah.
I would have watched and then duck.
Alright. The arrow goes flying, and it looks like it's about to hit him. And one fluid motion grabs the arrow, flings it back at you.
Oh,
Do I use a dex save, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
And didn't I have
better
3
dodge it,
quarters
'cause that's,
cover?
Yeah.
So
that's
what?
some
How does
critical
this
damage
work?
coming back at you.
Catch it, and catch a missile. Spend 1 additional point, make a ranged attack with the weapon or piece of ammunition that you just caught, the same part of the same reaction. So 3 quarters cover is disadvantage -5, right?
I think so.
So he gets to attack you with the Oathbow, essentially, right?
It would be my damage back at me. Well, no, it would just be
Yeah.
an arrow. It wouldn't be the Oathbow.
Yeah, it.
Because the arrow
It-
isn't magical, only the Oathbow. I shot a normal arrow at him using my Oathbow. And if he's
Use
catching
1
the
key point to
projectile-
make a ranged attack with the weapon or piece of ammunition that you just caught as
Oh,
part of the same.
piece of
Oh, okay,
ammunition.
okay, sorry, yeah. Piece of ammunition, so yeah, I guess a regular arrow. So what does you roll for an arrow to hit? It would just be the same as a regular longbow, right?
Assuming, yeah. Probably without the
So
bonus.
it's still proficiency to hit.
Does he have proficiency with longbow? That's the question.
No, because it's not a martial weapon.
So then he would have proficiency. Is it not a martial weapon?
The missile counts as a monk weapon for the attack. So yes, he would.
Okay. And he
Um,
rolled a hit with disadvantage -5.
yeah,
Why did you just mark off 2 arrows of mine?
I didn't mean to because the first time I went and then
16 hits me. That's just my AC. That was just my AC. Wow. What's damage on just a normal arrow? Longbow damage, I'm guessing. Can we talk about how that dropped to 20? Can we just talk about that for a moment?
can you imagine if you
No.
fucking spun it around and double 20 to
Oh.
hit you with your own fucking Oathbow?
Well, I think we found the monk.
Yeah, he's trying to steal the glory away from Lyndon.
I was thinking it was the demon. Have a shoulder
Catch
kicking
the
out of
missile
my
in this
shoulder
way.
now.
The attack with proficiency, regardless of your monk proficiency. Missile counts as a monk weapon attack. Get the same. Okay. So your 3d6 is from the other stuff, but the
1d8
2d8
was
plus-
from me. 3d6 was from the. A normal longbow does. I have a longbow in my
okay, we'll just attack with that.
2d8, and then +5 is from my proficiency. My dex bonus.
Yeah.
Proficiency. Plus base. It is
Yeah.
2d8.
I
+5.
think technically his would be higher, but I'm not going to be that mean.
Is his dex higher than 20?
Yeah.
Then it would be whatever the modifier is. Like +6 or +7 or whatever it is.
Yeah, it would be a +7.
Jesus.
So, yeah. Well, where'd it land? Because I just took a little bit of damage.
Well,
Be glad I don't apply the the critical back. Same arrow. No, I wouldn't be like that. Most of the time.
Fucking.
I'm assuming that it comes flying back, and give me a dex save anyways. Yeah.
How
not
you gonna
very
explain this
graceful.
situation to him, Jeff?
Huh?
I just thought you were a demon. Don't attack me.
I asked, and you guys were like, "Oh, sure." So I did it.
No. I said you're the only one who's gonna get hurt. It's your choice.
Well,
I said wait
understandably
until the
so.
rest of
When
them
someone
come up.
asks opinions, you give an opinion, not I don't know. You're gonna get hurt
So-
too.
This
No.
arrow comes flying, and you can see it come flying straight back at you, like when a rock's flying at your windshield,
Yeah.
and like this is how I die, that kind of moment.
Oh.
And slices across your face and through the back of your head into the hill behind you. Clearly this could have been a lot more damage.
Okay, I'm coming back now. I'm leaving. We're going. Goodbye.
What is that?
And I'm going
What?
to stealth run, like just fucking back to everyone using.
Are you picking up your arrow?
Fuck yeah! Why would I leave that?
All right.
Well, wait, where is it? That's a question.
It's just in the hill next to you, so it'd be like an extra, like 4 seconds to grab it and run.
Yeah, sure, with Long Strider, I'm sure it's not an issue. Could I reapply my spells, given that it's probably past my limit of my spells?
Yeah.
I'd reapply Long Strider and pass others. And if I need to, I can hide in plain sight to hide before I do anything. Actually, I would hide in plain sight before I do anything.
Alright.
I get a plus 10 bonus to stealth checks as long as I'm remaining there without moving, talking for the action. So as long as I can camouflage myself for a moment, go okay, and then go. I do.
Okay. So you do that, no problem.
And then, yeah, fucking reapply my spells and back to the party.
On your way, what's the party doing?
I would also be relaying them that I just got fucking shot back at the face or thrown back or whatever the hell just happened.
This happens, how does everybody else react? Like the people who are chanting?
The chanting stops as the arrow flies, like entirely, and he grabs the arrow and throws it back, and they continue chanting. No one turns, nothing.
Okay, so if we stop the monk, we stop the chanting, which we could have our monk challenge him to do it and win.
Or we all gang up on
pretty-
him, whoever kills him
I'm
gets
pretty sure at
the
this
staff.
point, given the information, we could probably put this guy has some form of gift from the.
So we
Just so we all know.
we
this
team
is-
up on him.
That's
Or
not how
we
monk
let-
duels do. That's not how they.
Yes,
Not how they go.
but that's the thing. Do we want to just have a monk duel, or do we want
That's
take
not how
care of
monk
him
duels
first?
work. But I'm
Not
no
saying-
monk.
Well, this is up to our dwarf. That's
I
not
believe
paying
that happened
attention
last
anymore.
time that we had a monk duel.
Hey,
was someone making that exact comment.
Hey, Lyndon.
Hey.
Are you listening for any of this?
Oh shit, he's dead.
What's your option? What's your opinion?
I'm gonna cry, but I'm not gonna not fight him.
So you're.
I love how it's just so truthful.
Are you
I'm,
going to issue him a challenge, or are we all teaming up on him to stop him?
A challenge. As much as obviously help will be required, I don't want to be called a pussy for not becoming the master of this.
Okay, so let's continue on. And
I was gonna say, at this point, Alun would have been aware that that was the monk master, given the reaction I was just given. Seeing how Fergus fights at this
assumedly.
point.
Yeah.
and before
Okay.
we get too close, let's give
I
you
was
the
over.
stuff.
I was about 600 feet away. How close
I'm
do you
not-
want me to get?
I'm not talking to you. I'm just saying before we get too close, we should apply the magical stuff to help him. Not making
That'd
not
probably
throwing
be a
shade.
good idea.
Not throwing shade.
I'm frustrating
Just
you so
saying.
much. Roll a crit. That 20 it wasn't even a surprise attack, apparently.
So let's continue going there. Let's have our monk fight him and win because
Can
we
we
have
talk
the better
about
monk.
that for a second? How is that not a surprise attack? I guess, wait, no, it's a reaction for your monk throw, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, in reaction to getting. Well, don't you have to see it coming first?
Yeah.
So, he saw it coming.
Miraculously, yes.
He
Uh-huh.
has eyes on the
Alright,
back
well.
of his head.
Fuck me,
To
I
be
guess. Let's
fair,
go.
there's special features that happen when you're inside of a lair, so.
Eh. Oh. Again.
So
Fuck me, let's continue.
I'm gonna touch Lyndon on his shoulder, and I'm
Oh,
gonna
wait,
say,
wait till we get closer.
I mean, it'll last for an hour, but
Yeah, I know. Just wait. It took me about an hour to get to where I am.
How about we pause all of that because there is a loud voice that fills the air.
Oof.
It starts with just laughing, almost like you know when you like have to rewatch the cutscene 8 times because you can't beat the same fucking boss.
fuck, I hate
Like that obnoxious laughing that starts at the cutscene. Yeah, okay, so it's that kind of obnoxious laughing. And A voice then says, "I see you do not come to fight honorably, sending your dog after me."
He was poorly
Aw.
trained, and I
Hey.
didn't tell him to do it.
I'm a horse trainer myself, and yeah, I got no responsibility of this.
I guess Alun would have responded with, "We thought you were someone that you aren't."
Oh, I think you know well enough who I am.
Now I do. Given
So
your
what's up with
chanting,
all? Yeah,
a
why?
little
you...
bit different. May want to keep certain names out of. This is Therai. May want to keep certain names out of your chants.
I find it respectable to praise those who give power.
I'm guessing he gave you power.
And just for reference, can you tell me who gave him this power?
The demon.
Yes. That.
Matthew, you're trying so hard.
I'll never know his name.
We know that if we say it, there's no. I'd show
Do you
him, I'd
actually
show
not
him-
know his name?
I would show
I
him
actually
my
don't know
notes.
it.
I would show him my notes with the name on it that I wrote down a long time ago. So give me a moment and I'll show you his name.
So is this you writing it down on a piece of
No,
paper?
I would have
to
already
show
had it
to-
written down a long time ago. This is me like flipping through the pages real quick and like, here.
I'll ask the monk guy, like, this, or I'll just say out loud, because I'm assuming he can hear all of us, like, why calls others to chant? Because in my mind, I'm linking those two things.
This is Therai in writing that he already wrote down a long time ago. Not saying it out loud. It was written a long time ago. Do not say this out loud. It will cause problems. Don't do it. Not right now.
Oh, you're talking about Father Grigori.
My
Obvious.
God.
Before
He was quite popular in our church.
You might actually be more right than you expect. I believe it was actually a old priest. Was the combination? of the
So
names
that doesn't.
originally.
That
Gregory
didn't.
Cannoli.
That didn't do anything.
I didn't think he was actually saying it.
Were
out
you
loud.
actually
Wasn't saying
saying it,
that out
Matthew?
loud. No.
Okay, thank fucking God.
I mean, think of all the brownie points you could get for killing a demon, though.
If only you could keep the head and give it to the prince. So I was wrong. Grigori, if you Grigori instead of Grogorgi, is a translation of an angel name, also known as the Watchers, those who are awake, the guard. I didn't know that. I'm sure I knew it in the past, but
So is he talking in our head, and when we respond back, do we need to respond out loud or in his head? Like in our head.
yeah. Very quickly, you guys recognize that the voice is in your head and not just all around you.
So
It just sounds like it's all around you.
at this point, Purvis, you might want to ask him for an honorable fight outside of his lair where he has an unfair advantage.
Okay. I think back to what Lebin said to me to call the
Levin?
fight.
Not bad.
How did he initiate the fight?
Now the question is,
I don't
Gimper keeps a lot of quotes. Did he keep this one?
My name is.
My name is who? My name
That's
is
the-
Oh,
that's
come
the
on.
thing.
Purvis,
My
Master
name
of
is-
Ravens.
Master of Raven.
Okay, so my name is blank.
Uh-huh.
Your turn.
My name is Fervus, the Master of Ravens.
And I am a.
And
God,
I am a...
Monk.
Oh, okay, monk.
From.
Oh shit, where am I from?
Oh my god.
what's our
Where
countdown?
where do you consider your home?
Oh, Crypt Garden. What's the name of our city?
Yes, the
How
Crypt
dare
Garden.
you
Crypt
get out?
Garden. We had a name and all of us forgot it, so it's the Crypt Garden.
Okay, good. And I'm here
So,
to challenge you.
and I am here to challenge you,
I am here. Challenge.
Master of what?
Scorpions?
Ugh, close. Do a perception check.
Snakes.
Oh, it is?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck
Oh my
off.
god.
Yeah, snake seems like a good option.
Watch to see is like Master of Death or something now.
Just use snakes.
Continue on for a bit.
Okay, Master of Snakes. I'm here to challenge you, Master of, Snakes.
Say it with conviction this time. Gotta do this right.
And I am here to challenge you, Master of Snakes,
For your title.
for your title.
I bring all that I have.
WWE champion.
I bring all that I have.
And put it all on the line.
Is this real? Is this thing on?
God.
And I put it all on the line.
For this honorable fight.
For this honorable fight.
Can we all
Dude,
take
are we
into
married
consideration this is the time that he realized he fucked up. And after this fight, it'll either be Fervus, the Master of Nothing, and probably the Dead Dwarf. Or
I mean, if he kills
Fervus,
Fervus,
the Master
other
of
guys.
Snakes and Ravens.
let's be honest, the other guy's not coming out of it alive unless he kills us all.
We don't need to talk about that. Talk about that afterwards.
And on the line, for this title, or honorable battle. Now choose your time and place.
I would
Like
recommend
say,
outside
now
of his
choose
lair.
your time and place is the last line.
I recommend in the headset. You should do it during daylight hours. Just as a heads up.
Choose your time and place. Today, perhaps.
Hey.
Oh.
Burn the sun.
Congratulations, you said the official challenge that you need to call for one of these monk battles. So, good job, man.
Good, I'm writing it out this time.
Excellent.
Well, assuming you don't die from the, assuming you get
Fuck.
another master staff, then you only have 4 more to go. 3 more to go. Which yeah. Imper, I'll be working on that, by the way, very shortly. 'Cause you guys are very quickly face planting into things that I wasn't expecting you to. I'm assuming they'll happen, so we'll see.
Yeah, I assumed that we were going to see this monk master like 4 months ago, but you know, shit happens.
Now he has a 20 plus dexterity and a loons.
Oh no. Okay, so to be clear on that, that is dexterity modifier plus monk level.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Want to make it fully clear in Aloon's head that she would say that she thought she was the demon, or thought he was the demon and not him.
I don't. What would his overly like over the top response been?
Sure.
Like,
Dumb dog.
call me king, call me demon. Fucking can't even do it with a straight face. Water forgets the names round.
But the only thing I won't call you is daddy.
That right is reserved for.
Not anyone here.
For the ruby of the sea. My truest of daddios.
That's for the gentleman. My real daddy.
There you go.
Okay, so real quick, my name is Purvis, Master of Ravens, a monk from the Crypt Guard, and I challenge you, Master of X, for your title. I bring all that I have and all that I own on the line. Name your time and place for this honorable challenge.
Yes.
Do a performance check now. Well, who's ready to? Actually, is he giving a response?
What would his response be? I'm trying to think here. I think it would be something. Have you made it back to the party at this point? I assume that you
I
would've.
fucking booked it.
Yeah. Okay. So you made it back by this point. He says, I think it's only fair that you choose at your own pace. Come find me, and we will have our fight. At which point,
I just did find you, you fuck.
oh no, because there's more to this.
Okay, I know. I'm just.
Technically,
Which point,
I found it.
Matthew can attempt to make a dex save if you really want. Let it be known that if you choose to make this save, you're likely to get separated from the party.
Oh, we're getting taken underground.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Oh fuck! See you later, boys.
I think that means that you're coming with us.
So yeah, you kind of called it. The ground beneath you, almost like a trap door with the two side panels, goes down, which the ground rolls, and the buildings that were on either side of you fill in the space of where the ground was, essentially collapsing as it pivots. And you are underground now.
Ooh, this
Question is
reminds me of
where?
home.
I love being in deep dark holes.
Is this the first time you've been in a deep dark hole with a woman?
Not the first or the last, hopefully.
I'm assuming if I passed that, I would have been fine, but everybody else was
Yeah, you would have
underground
been
regardless.
separated from the party though. So.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
on the plus side, I think my horse can light up the way a bit.
So can literally Therai can cast light on demand.
Why you gotta take this from me here?
If you want
And
your horse to
also-
do it, he can stand back. It's up to you. Just
And
quite
that's why
literally,
I
just.
could, yeah, like I could lead us with Devil Sight.
I mean, true sight. 100 feet, improved dark vision from a loon. Everyone in the party besides Nielsa, even Nielsa might have dark vision now. Like,
Nilsa does have
Do
dark
I,
vision.
do I see
everyone
any
has dark
gaps in the ceiling above us?
It has sealed over perfectly, almost as if there was a mending spell used on it.
I was gonna leave you assholes behind for judging you.
yeah, sure.
Hello, party of 8.
Well,
I don't know why I cast Lay on Hands by accident, but
well, it's a shame that the loon would have casted almost all of her second level spell slots at this point.
Yeah, that would suck.
She has her third level for her protection from energy and conjure barrage.
Alright.
Well, actually,
So,
how
for
long
your
would she have
information-
left on her Pass Without Trace for herself?
You probably have better part of 40 minutes left. So general information about this area. Most of the hallways have 20-foot ceilings. Some rooms have ceilings of 20 or 40 feet. Doors are typically made of a beaten bronze or giant slabs of stone, like singular slabs of stone. And while they are incredibly heavy, they do seem to open without much friction. They are well made. And there are many arches throughout the area that aren't exactly structurally sound. Meaning, if you're doing things that cause a lot of area damage, just be careful in case there's falling stuff.
You scared me. You or someone turned off my death's hand. My inventory. I was kind of scared for a moment. I have it still. Or like unequipped for my actions, bro.
Oh, the entire area that you're inside of has a light amber color in the air.
So we can see.
Yeah. No, it's like any amount of light, you see this light amber color through the area. Area counts as lightly obscured, which I'm sure you'll love.
Alun will love. There I will hate.
Yeah. It is slightly irritating to breathe, but it's
Could
not
I
awful.
prestidigitation and push it out of my way? Like around my head?
Yeah, you can.
I can breathe clean air, essentially.
Yeah. With a little bit of experimenting, which I'm sure you do fairly quickly. Any kind of flame that you try and make inside of the gas that's in the air only has about a 50% chance of actually lighting and staying lit. And when it is lit, it's only about half as bright as what you'd expect.
What about like a fireball?
It's likely to
not a flame that lights.
Yeah, it's likely not to have that much of an effect. But again, keep in mind about what I said with AoE effects.
Yep, I know.
What else?
Casting cantrips.
Yeah.
Casting cantrip to do what? Just make the air clean? Or?
Oh yeah, I'm doing that constantly. Like just prestidigitation around. I don't know how large it is. If I could do it for everyone. It's up to 10 feet. Well, it's the range. 10 feet. It's 1 cubic foot. Or harmless sentry effect. Puff of wind. I don't know how large. It's up to you, Gimper, if I could do it for the party or just for...
I think that it doesn't much matter because the enclosed space that you could just kind of like push it out of the area. You know what I mean?
So it's like a gas, not like a just cleared
that's,
up. Okay,
I've always
fine.
pictured it as more of a gas.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's fine. Well then, yeah, we're fine. We can breathe clean air.
Yeah.
While we're going through.
What if I want the dirty air?
Well, walk ahead of us.
All right. So you land in this area. I've explained kind of the basic idea. It's a long, narrow chamber running. Oh. Okay. So this is kind of fucky, but it'll make more sense later. If I go like, if I actually do this. Loop. Added a compass rose for you. So a long narrow chamber running from east to west.
Oh, that's
and then center of the area. Like it's like a domed area from the north to the south. That's how the dome runs.
So what is this thing in the center? Like, what do we see? I guess.
The center, there is a small like alcove. It's protected by a half dome that opens up from like the back, and underneath it is a small tiled area that is about a foot deep and 10 feet wide. It stands about 4 feet high before the dome starts, and it's like some little type of display. And it appears to be a diorama of like a hunting party, covered in like feathers and deer hide garments, and they're on like a mountainside. They pulled down some kind of large deer or something, with the aid of a sizable dog, like almost as big as the horse that they're
Would
riding.
any of us be able to recognize this form of history or any form of religious?
Sure. History check.
From who?
Anyone who thinks they might know something about this.
Oh.
Would it just for history?
Ooh.
I don't think Aloon would, because she's from out of the country.
Yeah. This seems to just be a typical scene that's shown, and not directly referencing some point in
Are any
time.
of the people similar to what she would have seen of the man up top?
No, surprisingly.
Yep.
A little further along, there is a scout that appears to be watching a panther at an outcropping. He holds a metal staff with a loop on its end. Looks kind of like a shepherd's crook.
Okay.
And there is... Yeah, there are a couple other men who appear to have cornered a panther with their spears as well, kind of on that side. But yeah, it's just a little kind of neat diorama. Other than that, the little cut-ins on either side look like they used to be tunnels, but they have collapsed in with large stone pieces falling from presumably the roof.
Okay.
And it doesn't show it because they get kind of cluttered, but there is rubble kind of through most of this room.
So what do we want to do, guys?
Well, it's just
Go forward.
only one option.
Yeah.
Take out the roof.
Why don't we just go forward and try to make our way up?
Yeah.
Pussies.
Well, it's either that, or we try to break the roof and then the ground collapses and kills us all.
Never played Minecraft? Always dig straight up.
Oh my god.
No, it's never dig straight down.
I'm well aware. I played Minecraft.
So, I guess, do you want to head
So-
forward? Lyndon,
That's what it's
this
looking
is
like.
your master. Do you want to lead the way?
Sure thing, boys.
Lyndon,
Oh, sorry, I was
playing Civ 5,
poking out
yeah.
the window.
Were people yelling at
Some
you
guy
again,
asking
Richard?
for, Kylo
Oh,
Ren.
it's raining. I was checking to make sure my rain gauge was out.
Is that a thing that you do now, Wither Boy?
It's for a class.
Sure it is. It's for a class. Definitely not talking to this geology girl. Fucking
Oh.
likes weather and shit, boy.
So I'm gonna go over and open the door.
Well, hold on. So, Lyndon, do you want to lead the way for your
Yeah.
master?
I sure do.
Alright, so go ahead and let Fervis go first. We'll follow the lead. There, I will stay in the middle. So you know. Aloon would stay behind Rock. Wherever he is. So how do I want to do this? Debbie, want to go second?
I want Revernoff to go ahead of me.
Okay.
Well, I was going to, but thanks for just volunteering me.
Then
Why does my guy keep spinning around in circles?
because both Gimper and I are trying to fix you. There we go.
I'm not touching
Oh.
anything.
Oh my god.
Gimper, I'm guessing. Or not Gimper, it's Charles, I'm guessing. Okay.
So
Where
the
does
door
Grot usually
is
go?
locked and has a keyhole, just so you know, as you're figuring out your layout.
That's Is the lock magical?
Doesn't look like it, but it looks very old.
What
Is
is
being really old a type of magic?
Yeah. Totally. It's I don't fucking know. There
I
is
do love me some good old magic.
There's something I need to ask you.
That's what you should do for that geology girl. Ask her about the precipitation. And then she's like, I mean, you're like, how much rain did you get last night? Or how much
Oh.
moisture did you get last night? And then be like, I hear you're expecting 6
Yes.
inches tomorrow.
Gimper.
Or something like that.
You'll be expecting another 3 inches tomorrow.
What do we see in
Oh,
the room
God.
around us? Like these little outcroppings? Is there any keys or anything?
Nothing that jumps out, but actually, upon further inspection, a lot of these areas are collapsed, but there was small dioramas that were there as well. So, let me run you through some.
Oh, we should also get marching order. Or do we want Nielsa and Grot and Rock? Because Thera would absolutely be in the middle.
Nilsa is assuming that Linda's putting on a hard face, but doesn't want to actually be front, so she'll stand up front with.
Aw.
Grot and
Sorry, Jeff. Not to be rude.
want to do this then? Something like, because we're not gonna have single. We're gonna have to go single file eventually. That's why I'm asking.
How do you know that? Did you
Oh,
read
considering this is a door, we're gonna have to walk single file through the door.
We just tear down the wall.
Well, that's my
Well,
next
we
thing,
all
but
Berlin on
I had a
this.
question.
Alright,
although,
so to
yeah, about the
answer your
dioramas.
question about these other little areas, there is one. Okay, there's a couple of these, so if you want to write them down, you can. But I'm just telling you ahead of time. Okay, you ready?
Nope.
I mean, we could always just ram down the door.
Pyramid notes, dioramas. Okay.
All right, so the one in the center, remember?
Globe with the hunting party.
Yeah.
Leading down here with large dog and scout. Scouting a panther of some.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So there's that. A, first one. River scene. There's a dozen commoners gathering rushes, fish, and carving a canoe.
A dozen commoners with what?
They're gathering rushes, which is like reeds, fish, and carving a canoe.
Okay.
Next one, there's 12 commoners, and they are farming, planting corn, and harvesting wheat, with 5, looks like a tribal warrior, something of that nature, some kind of fighter, standing guard, and a priest wearing some kind of bird costume, almost like a plague doctor's outfit, blessing the fields. Third one is a temple that stands on top of a large tiered pyramid, much like the one you're in. And there are 7 commoners bringing small gifts of different valuables like gold or jade. Doesn't really matter what they are, but those are the 2 that you make out.
Okay.
In front of the temple, there is a presumed member of the cult, and he's holding a giant snake in his arms. And around him stand 3 more guards. One dressed like a winged snake, another like a bear, and a third one like a large dog.
Yep.
Also, do you want to take the bits of gold and jade and other valuables?
No.
Okay.
Not
Yeah, just
smart to
leave
take things from the ground.
Okay. They're worth about 5 GP apiece, you know.
Yeah, no.
Just saying.
How many are there?
There's, like,
15.
not smart to take things from a temple.
Easily 100.
That's fine. We don't need.
Why
gold.
are I steal thing from temple?
Gold isn't important at the moment. We should get a grasp of where we are first.
Next one. Appears to be some kind of warfare scene. There are 20 warriors in combat. 10 of them painted black, while the other ones are red.
How many painted black?
10. The next one, it's a depiction of the creation of the world. All of the statues, like the little miniature things, are like stylized and clearly non-human. There's God with green feathers, appears to be mixing ash with blood to form like little clay figurines of men and women. And then there's 4 really tall, towering figures painted red, black, blue, and white.
How many?
4
4 tall what?
figures
Figures. Okay.
in
Painted.
red, black, blue, and white.
Yep.
They appear to be standing around a fire, with daggers ready to be plunged into their chests.
Yep.
And inside of that, next to the fire, because these are in like a ring around this little like fire thing, there are there's a little figurine that appears to be covered in like boils or something like that, being thrown into the fire, and another one that appears to be cowering in fear. Which, do a religion check for me. Uh,
18.
18. The one that appears to be cowering in fear is a very similar depiction to a religious figure that you know called the Lord of the Snails.
Is that who the monk
Lord of
master is? The
Snails.
snail?
Lord of Snails?
Lord of Snails.
What do I know that from?
From reading your eccentric books.
Yeah, but what is it?
It is a thing that you know about.
Okay, well, that's fine. Whatever, we'll go on that later.
I honestly don't remember offhand.
That's
But I do
fine, we
remember
can-
looking at it and being like, oh yeah, Jeff
Whenever-
would know about that.
Whenever it's important, I will yell at you.
Yeah, of course.
Is there any other statues over here, or can
The next one is a bunch of commoners making like rugs, baskets, carving thing, just kind of doing like housework. Next one, actually no, that's all of them.
Yeah, so there's a total of... Oh, 7, sorry. Total of 7.
Yeah.
One in the middle and the 6th. Cool.
All right.
Anyways,
So perception check. If you want to try and find a key.
wow.
Anyone else want to try and find a key?
I mean, it can't do any worse than that.
The loon does.
Nice.
So does everyone else. Besides Samuel. He just
Yeah.
wants to live here with Therai.
The scout that had the shepherd's like cane thing, Looking at it, it has a movable part. So you gently reach over and you pluck it from his hands, and the piece slides into place, and it looks like a proper key. You go over and unlock the door. It swings open easily. The next area.
That's neat. And we should make our town like this. Purvis leading the way with Nilsa.
Are you gonna hold on to that key?
Who has it?
Whoever found it first. Balloon!
What do you guys think? Is it a smart idea to take things out of rooms, or should we just put it back where we found it?
No, you're right. It is a good idea. And I start grabbing all the gold and.
I
No,
swear
we'll
to
probably
God,
need
if
the
you
key,
kill
though.
us, man.
This could come in use later, so.
Okay, she'll pocket it then. For now. Does Therai feel anything weird in this room? Magical?
Yeah, there's a sense of magic coming from the floor.
What about the ring? Or what about the key itself and the lock?
No, they seemed distinctly non-magical.
And the statue, like the call it?
You see little screaming souls inside of each one.
Oh, that's delightful. We can keep the key, just don't look too closely at the statues. Oh, I guess
Before we
let's,
do anything too much, we should probably call it for the day. But
Oh, it is 9. Do we want to call it right here?
Well, yeah, we can.
It's 9. I'm pretty sure Lyndon has to work tomorrow.
I have morning class.
Well, welcome to
Can I
probably the
explain to you
second
this
puzzle
next-
he's ever given us. Why
The
don't you
stone
pause it
walls
so
of
we
this
don't have to
corridor
think
are
about it?
carved to resemble a stack of bamboo-like logs. The passage slopes down from a single door on the western edge. The litany, oh Jesus, that's not even litany.
D&D
Oh.
Jesus is in this game? Whoa.
Yeah, basically. Oh. Okay, so like the entrance archway area that you come through there is like stylized to look like a cavern entrance. Yeah, so you like come through this cavern with these fairly jagged walls. They're made of like really pristine stone. And then it's like this bamboo looking walls all the way down to this big set of double doors at the other side. They're made of a beaten bronze pattern, and it's worked in a way to resemble a forest of seaweed.
Ooh.
As you walk down the hallway, the air does feel like it's starting to get more damp. And what's the other thing? I need you guys to make a dex save, and then we can finish.
All of us?
Yeah.
Is it magic?
Oof.
So I can save with charisma then.
It is not magic.
Oh,
Shit.
Therai is definitely failing.
Good
Well,
thing
did
I
not
have
do
a
that,
plus
then.
9.
Soon. Literally only Therai, probably.
Pelted by
We're
5
also
arrows.
missing Rock and Nilsa and Rot.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm dropping the ball here. Good news is it's a low save, but yeah, Therai is not looking good.
What happened? Dex is probably something hitting us.
Yeah. It's wow, like everyone made that easily except for you. And it was like a 9 to avoid it, so.
So I could always reaction shield myself.
This is true. You're right near the. Yeah, you're right in the middle. I don't think it would have hit you anyways. It was as you guys are walking down this hallway, a bunch of the logs on the wall that you originally walked through, like on the south side, break free, and they start rolling down towards you, and you see how, right where I put his marker there, they chase you down the hallway to that point, and then stop, because the hall gets too narrow, where a little bit of rubble is falling in. So yeah, these stone logs basically came rolling towards you, and seeing as you're in the middle of the pack, I don't think you would have got hit anyways.
Works for life, boys. Middle of the pack always.
But yeah, we can call that a day. It's fine.
Yeah.
Lyndon, I must say it was great to hear you and speak with you and look at you and see you in game and all those good things.
It was good to be back.
I'm so glad that we can go and do your monk thing now. I've only been waiting literal months for it.
We're here, finally.
Yeah. Granted, the guy threw us down a pit, but
Fine, it gives us a puzzle to go. I think this is the second puzzle we've ever been given, and the first one took us a month to complete because it was a magic lock.
oof.
And we
Yeah,
also
and I
got
also didn't
sidetracked and
care.
squirreled. Yeah. We squirreled a lot. That's okay. Oh, fun times.
Granted, I don't know why a monk is chanting and like getting a bunch of people to chant.
No, he
other
was
than
given powers by the demons, so that's very obvious situation what's going on right
Yeah.
now.
I assumed a monk would not. Would
Where do
not.
monks run? Shrines. What
Temple
is the shrine to?
is
Assumed it would be
deity,
to demon.
Hey, man.
why they're praising him. And we just went over this.
Yeah, I know. I know why they're praising him. It's just.
Then why'd you ask?
Didn't.
Why did you say you didn't know?
You idiot!
Well, boys.
I'm debating now, because I told April she went and got me ice cream, that I wouldn't be up late. I'd go to bed early. Debating between going to bed or making French toast.
Do you work tomorrow?
French toast. Oh,
I
obviously.
do work tomorrow, yes.
I don't know. Go to sleep so you can eat French toast in the morning.
I'm not gonna wake up that early.
Well, what time do you work?
Like 9.
So you're gonna
So
sleep
I wake
for
up
like
at 8.
you're gonna sleep for like 9 hours.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like me, doesn't it?
No, I don't know. Does
Exactly. I don't know.
it? Set an alarm for like 8. You have like 2 hours, and you live like right around the block.
Yeah. I
Set
set
an
my alarm for 8 normally. And
Yeah.
then I
Get up.
get up and slowly get ready for my day.
Yeah, include making French toast in that.
No, most of the time I don't even have breakfast.
Oh, eat breakfast. Treat
I
yourself.
know,
Make
right?
enough French toast that you can warm some up for breakfast tomorrow.
Dude, I don't think you understand. I eat French toast like a fucking fiend.
So make double.
April's instructed me to finish the loaf of bread off. We've used 3 slices of bread from the loaf. She's like,
That's
yeah,
a
just
lot of French
make it into
toast.
French toast if you want. I'm so excited.
Well,
You want
I'm
the
guessing
description in
most
the next
people-
room or save it for next time?
save it.
Save it for next time, I think.
Excellent. You just get to look at it.
Woohoo.